take the field first, a first down from their own 25 in their opening series.
This game never disappoints, does it? The Dowling Southeast Polk game. This is going to be a fun one tonight. Good return there by Sam Drexler. He got the ball up to the 25-yard line with the deep kick, and they are going into the wind. This wind is going to be a little bit of an issue as this game begins.
Yeah, no question about it. And now DePhillips back to throw for Dowling, fires out. A short pass caught to Drexler up to about 8 yards, up to about the 33-yard line. So we'll bring up second down and 3 for Dowling. Let's take a look at the Dowling offensive line. Carter Barrett at left tackle, Brady Hagan at left guard, Carter Smith at center, Cade Krause at right guard, and Josh Miller at right tackle. Receivers, Jack Barrett, Kyle Schumacher tonight gets to start for Trey Wilson, Sam Drexler, along with Jake Scow, and we'll see Jimmy Nahas in there also. Quarterback is Parker DePhillips in the first series with Rashad Davis in the backfield. And Rashad gets the handoff, left side, looking for some room, and he falls forward. He's got the first down across the 35, Matt.
A good run by Rashad. There wasn't a ton of room there, but he knew he had to get 2 yards, and he was able to churn out and fall forward and get 3, so it's first down for the Maroons. Nice catch by Sam Drexler on that first down play, and got hit hard by Skalko on the way down, but held on to the ball, and the Maroons moved the chains.
I want to welcome our CISN audience tonight as we now simulcast Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN's live stream. Back to throw to Phillips, little square out, and a pass is caught by Sammy Drexler down the far sideline, knocked out of bounds at midfield at the 49-yard line of Southeast Polk. Nice job there featuring Drexler out of the pass tonight, and that time was a little play action on the backfield to Rashad and finally found Sam.
Yeah, Sam, he's a kid that has been slowly progressing as the years gone on and is just getting stronger and stronger every football game, and that was a nice strong run there for a first down after he caught the ball. He's a dynamic player. He is going to make big plays for this team over the next year and a half.
15-yard catch for a first down. Back to throw is to Phillips. Looks down the left sideline. The pass is broken up nicely, incomplete, as the Rams got back on defense, as Barrett was the intended receiver for Dowling Catholic, and broken up nicely by Gabe Wheeler.
Yeah, that ball hung up there just a little bit into that wind. When DePhillips turned it loose, he really had some zing on that ball, but it held up just a hair and allowed the defender to get a hand in there. Good play.
Bring up second down 10, Dowling from the Southeast Polk 49. Just underway here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Mark Emmerdale, Matt Maindring, and Brian Morris on the Dowling sideline tonight. As we mentioned, temperature is 68 degrees, south-southeast wind at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Handoff for Rashad Davis, gets outside the numbers and down the far sideline and finally pushed out of bounds for a gain of 4 to bring up 3rd and 6 Maroons from the Ram 45.
Rashad got to the edge there, made a nice move on, I believe it was Phillips, and then he got outside of Phillips, outside the numbers, and then he was able to get him, Phillips was able to push him out of bounds, but got a couple extra yards to make it a 3rd and manageable here as the Maroons come out 3rd and 6.
Up front for Southeast Polk, Keon Ward-Taylor, Cooper Martinson, the captain, DeAnthony Davis, and Kane Brockman on the defensive line, with Hope, Good, Skalko, and on the linebackers, Gay and Brandt the corners. Back to throw to Phillips, has backside pressure, and he is going to be sacked back inside the 50-yard line, and the Rams come up big on 3rd down as they get the sack, and they'll spot forward progress back at the 47 of Dowling.
Kane Brockman came off the right edge of the defense, Dowling's left side, and he came out like he was shot out of a rocket, and on the blind side of DePhillips as he was looking to his right, the pressure came from his left, and Brockman came and laid the hit on him. DePhillips was lucky to hang on to that football.
Yes, he was.
Because he took a swipe at it as he was going down, and DePhillips hung on, and now the punt team's out there.
Secondary for Southeast Polk was Manny Gay, Brody Brandt, Cale Winget, and Braden Lewis. And now Dowling to punt. In a short end-over-end kick inside the 30-yard line by the Maroons. It finally goes out of bounds as it's Connor Larson on the punt. It'll be Southeast Polk football right at the 30-yard line for their first offensive series. And let's go down to the first report from the Dowling sideline tonight, and that is Brian Morris for Iowa Catholic Radio. Brian?
Yeah, guys, that punt, it made me a little nervous. This wind down here, it's about 15 to 20 miles an hour, and if it is going against Dowling on that offensive series, it's going to be a little tough to throw into this wind tonight for sure.
Right now, the Rams have the wind at their back on their first offensive series of the evening. The quarterback is Holden Hansen. We'll see number 0, Landon Vanderwerf in the backfield, along with number 19, Drew Thompson for Southeast Polk. Joe Lauders is the H-back. Here's the snap. Back to throw. Hansen looks right, throws right, and the pass is caught and angling up for a first down and more is the receiver for Southeast Polk. Great job that time on a first down call for Drew Thompson, who ended up with the ball there, Matt.
He did, and he hit that Jordan Watson and Jackson Miller. He split him, and he hit him hard, and he broke through that tackle. And then it finally took another Dowling defender to come up and make the play. That was a great run by him after the catch.
12-yard gain, first down, Southeast Polk from their own 43. This time they give it right up the gut, and big yardage, about 5 or 6 up near the 49-yard line as the ball carrier for the Rams was Landon Vanderwerf, the 5'11 senior.
And we've seen this a few times this year with this Dowling defense. For the first drive, they've come out and taken some punches and allowed the other team to move the ball down the field. And right now, Southeast Polk is having their way.
Gain of 7 for Vanderwerf. It'll bring up 2nd and 3 for Southeast Polk. In the backfield is Vanderwerf. The offensive line for Southeast Polk: Noah White, Aiden Jones, Owen Gulbertson, Nate Slay, and Cale Roberts. And the handoff goes up the middle and getting near a first down. He crosses the 50 and near the 48-yard line. Needs to get to the 47, so we'll be a shy of about a yard. And I believe, let's see, was that Vanderwerf or Thompson as they alternate their tailbacks? It was Vanderwerf.
Yeah. And that was a good job of the defense there. You know, that line, 285, 245, 220, 280, 300 for Southeast Polk. That's a big outfit.
Well, check that. They gave him a gain of 2. They marked the ball back at the 49.
Yeah.
I thought it was further down. And, so it'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Rams. 8:05 to go, first quarter. No score. Dowling and Southeast Polk back to throw. His quarterback, Holden Hansen, fires it out, and the pass is complete to Caden Hills for a first down. Hills, the 6'1 junior wearing number 4.
So those plays on third and short there, you think that they threw it. It was surprised me that they threw it, but I think they threw it knowing that they were going to go for it on 4th down. They didn't make it. So they get the completion out at the stick, and now first down, and the chains move.
First pass that was on the 3rd down play completed. First down, Rams at the Dowling 44. Back to throw is Hansen, looking downfield, fires it down, and it's caught. And that is Zelenovich with the catch, and he's all the way down inside the Dowling 10 before he's brought down there.
Oh, he got hurt too. But Zelenovich came wide open across the middle, and he came wide open across the middle, untouched, cut across the field, and he is down. And they're getting attention to him right now. And
we've got a timeout on the field with 7:27 to go here in the first quarter. No score, Dowling and Southeast Polk. The Rams will have a first and goal at the Dowling 8 when we return after this 1-minute break here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and CISN.
First and goal at the 8.
Save big at DeArmond CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames. DeArmondAmes.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
The injury timeout to Sam Zelenovich, who caught a 35-yard reception down at the Dowling 8. On first down, the Rams run it with Drew Thompson, and he scampers inside the 5 to the 4 for a gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd and goal, Southeast Polk from the Dowling 4-yard line. No score with 6:45 and the game clock running here in the first quarter. Number 1 Dowling Catholic, number 10 Southeast Polk. Here's the snap, and now quarterback Holden Hansen will keep the football, tries to go over right in on a quarterback draw, and he's hit and dropped the line at the point of attack, which was the 4-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and goal.
A good keep there. We should say Zelenovich got up and hobbled off the field a little bit, so it didn't look, when you got a bunch of players calling for the coaches to come out right away, you're a little concerned, but I don't see him on the bench either over there, so he's probably just trying to walk it off, and maybe it was an ankle. Hopefully that's all it was.
We certainly hope so. Sam's a great kid, son of the head coach Brad Zelenovich, and his 10th year as head coach at Southeast Polk, 20th year as the back to throw is Hanson. He fires the ball in the end zone, caught, touchdown, and that was a dangerous call, but it worked. Touchdown Southeast Polk as they found coming out of the backfield Drew Thompson, and the Rams strike first as they take the ball from their own 30 and they go 70 yards on a 4-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Holden Hanson.
A nifty little play as Holden's looking the other way, and he spins around and chucks it into the corner of the end zone as the running back leaked out the backside. And there was a lot of defenders in between, and Holden was getting hit just as he released it, but it made the connection.
Drew Thompson with the touchdown reception. The extra point no good, off to the left that time by Samer Arafa. So our score is 6-0. Southeast Polk leading Dowling. We'll take a 1-minute break and return to Valley Stadium on senior night for Dowling Catholic. It's Southeast Polk 6, Dowling nothing, with 5:55 left in the first quarter on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home, or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
And welcome back to Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Dowling Catholic senior night and parents recognition tonight. They had those ceremonies before the game. Southeast Polk goes 8 plays, 70 yards, capped off by a Drew Thompson 4-yard touchdown catch from quarterback Holden Hanson. And now here's a kickoff by Arafa, and Dowling on the return. And Sammy Drexler from near the goal line returns it to about the 19-yard line, and that's where Dowling will have it, 1st and 10. As Maroons start their second offensive series with 5:48 to go in the first quarter. It's Southeast Polk 6, Dowling nothing. Down to the Dowling sideline, that is where Brian Morris is at. Brian?
You guys, when Sam Zelenovich went down, it was one of those injuries where he went down when nobody hit him, so you always think knee. They were down there looking at his knee. They were laying on the table over here, and he's up and running, kind of stretching out, but anytime you go down with non-contact, that always gives you a little scare, I know for sure, as a player.
Yeah, it certainly is, and we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully Sam will get back in that next offensive series or as soon as possible for the Rams. But first down for the Maroons from their own 19-yard line. Parker DePhillips, a quarterback, fires on first down. The pass is caught. Ian Middleton with the catch. He gets a block at the 30-yard line and finally run out of bounds at the 35. Big pickup there of 16 yards on first down for the Maroons. And what a downfield block by a Dowling receiver, Matt.
Yeah, another one there. And Ian Middleton finished that run, too. He made sure the defender knew. Good poke there by good strike there by Parker DePhillips. We got a little miscommunication here.
Maroons are going tempo. That means they got right to the line of scrimmage and snapped the ball, but a penalty flag negates everything. And we'll see what the penalty is about. Our officiating crew, see if we can pick up the mic.
I think they encroached.
Brad Bunting is our referee tonight. Jason Higgins, the umpire. James Leach, the head linesman. Gabriel Capps, the line judge. And Brent Fridley is our back judge that will get the call from. Procedure call against Dowling Catholic. You heard there from Brad Bunting. So Dowling will be assessed the penalty, 5 yards.
Yeah, they were trying to go tempo there, as you mentioned, Mark, and not everybody was set, and it was just messy from the beginning, and it looked like a defender came off sides, and it was just not good.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Maroons, back at their own 30-yard line. Parker DePhillips back to throw, fires it out, pass is caught. Jake Scow had to reach back and grab it, and he picks up the first down across up to the 45-yard line. That's where the Maroons needed to be.
Outstanding catch by Scow as he caught that ball, and then he was short of the first down, and actually the defender came up and tackled him across the line, and so it's first down and moved the chains.
15-yard reception, and now a little quick pass caught by Sam Drexler, and he's near another first down. He'll be about a yard shy. They'll spot him down in Southeast Polk territory at the Ram 46, a gain of 9.
A gain of 9, and it's interesting. Dowling's coming out almost fully passing the ball here, and they're looking at the number of guys in the box going, we've got numbers on the edges. We're going to do this quick passing game and move the ball down the field. Right now, as Southeast Polk comes up, they've got, they're sitting there with 6, 7 guys right in that box.
First down, or 2nd and 1, Dowling, and the handoff goes on a little reverse, and that is Sam Drexler down the near sideline. Gets a block from Rashad Davis, and finally driven down at the 9-yard line of Southeast Polk. Tremendous run by the flanker that time, and Sammy Drexler.
Yeah, he came around the corner, and he had 2 Maroons leading him from that offensive line, and with the full head of steam, and then Rashad gets downfield and gets a block, and that's a big gain for the Maroons.
Dowling goes empty backfield. And the Maroons do a check with me right now. So they had 5 receivers at one point, and now they're going to
move everybody around.
They're going to put Peterson at tight end to the right. Pistol formation with Ian Middleton, the fullback, to the right. And Parker to Phillips with 2 receivers left. Back to throws to Phillips. Throws a little short pattern. Touchdown Maroons and Jake Scow. He ran the under pattern on that 2-man game on the left side, and the Maroons have tied the score with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. What a drive by the Maroons. Started back at their 19, Matt.
Didn't take long. That was a textbook drive there for the Maroons as they came down, and every play they called worked and got yardage for them. And even after the setback there, but right there, Scow came wide open as they blitzed off the backside again with number 3, Kane Brockman, which opened up the lane for Scow.
And now the extra point is up and good by Dowling Catholic as the Maroons boot it through on the snap by Wyatt Jones, and the extra point good by Marty Blount. So with 4:16 to go first quarter, Dowling takes its first lead of the night. Dowling 7, Southeast Polk 6 here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
And we're back here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines alongside Matt Mandering and Brian Morris. I'm Mark Amadale. Glad you could join us. And Vinny Cataldo, our studio producer at Iowa Catholic Radio. Here's a squib kick picked up by one of the upbacks at the 25 for Southeast Polk. And the Rams move the ball up to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll start 1st and 10. But what a game we have. Both teams with long drives. Southeast Polk, 8 plays, 70 yards on their touchdown. And Dowling, Brian Morris, 5 plays, 81 yards, capped off by Jake Skow's 4-yard touchdown reception from quarterback Parker to Phillips.
Yeah, that was probably the best offensive series I've seen all year by the Maroons. They kept Southeast Polk off balance. They'd come out 5 wide. They would shift some of the receivers to the backfield. I think Southeast Polk was very confused on where the receivers were even coming from on that drive, guys.
And they ended up with a 2-man game over on the left side of the formation, and that's what ended up working. Scow took the under pattern. Now the Rams on first down run the football, and they get a yard up to the 36-yard line as Southeast Polk trying to establish a run with their big offensive line, Matt.
They did, and it was interesting because Dowling lined up with a light box. They moved Dylan Manning out here in space, somewhere between the numbers and the hash, and he came off like a bullet. Once he saw it was handed off, he came off like a bullet and was able to get Vanderwerf there in just for that short gain. But they showed a light box, and what I mean is they got 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers. There's only 6 guys there up front, and here they come with a little bit heavier set.
All right, back to throw is quarterback Holden Hansen, and he fires the ball out, and the pass is caught, and he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Nice reception that time by Southeast Polk as they get their passing game going. A nice reception that time by Joe Lauders.
Jackson Miller comes up and makes a nice play and hits him out of bounds for a no yards after catch situation, which makes it a 3rd and long here now for the Maroons.
Goes for about 3 yards on the pass from Hansen to Lauders, and the Rams mirroring Dowling with their offense.
Yeah.
They do a check with me with their offensive line, or their offensive coaches, and now they have 3rd and 6 from their own 39. 7-6 Dowling. Back throws. Hansen looks right, throws right. Pass is caught, but shy of the first down as the receiver is run out of bounds. And a nice defensive effort by Dowling Catholic as Gabe Wheeler on the reception.
They were moving like he caught the ball, and the officials waved, and then now they moved the ball back to where it was because
incomplete.
It was incomplete. He hit him, and the ball flew away. And so, good stand there for the defense, and to keep the momentum with that offense.
And good defense by the Maroons because right as the ball was touched by the receiver, it was contact by the Dowling defender. And now back deep for Dowling to return the punts tonight will be Sam Drexler, number 3, and Jack Barrett, number 6. And the Rams making their first appearance tonight on the punt, and that is Noah Trexel, and he gets it away, and it bounces at around the 20 of Dowling, and takes a Dowling bounce. Now takes a Southeast Polk roll, so you got a couple spins out of it.
Yeah.
It'll be downed at the 16-yard line. That's where Rams will start it, 1st and 10, or rather Dowling will start it 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line with 3:08 to go. Here in the first quarter, Dowling 7, Southeast Polk 6. Let's don't forget Brian Morris on the Dowling sideline. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, guys, Sam Zelenovich, the wide receiver for Southeast Polk, he was not in on that, on that series. Again, you think about game planning all week long. Zelenovich is about 70% of their passing plays, so they definitely are going to have to make some adjustments if he is not coming back the rest of the game, which we don't know.
All right, we have a first down for the Maroons, and let's see, Dowling going to alternate quarterbacks here. They usually do after a couple series, and that's Joey Nahas in. The handoff goes to Rashad Davis, and nothing there. Hit at the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10 Dowling as the Maroons try to run right, and both teams' defenses are going to stop the run. We've seen that already tonight.
Yeah, they come up run heavy, and Keon Ward Taylor right there to make the stop, and no room for Rashad as he didn't get a chance to get any steam. As it was a little bump in the backfield there between him and Nahas, but now we're ready for 2nd down.
Well, the Maroons have a bunch formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, and they're all next to the tackles, so no wide receivers here. 2nd and 10 Dowling. Game clock under 2.5 minutes. Now they'll put Sam Drexler in motion right to left. Back to throw Joey Nahas. Fires the ball out, and the pass is ping-ponged off a defensive back and receiver, incomplete. And nice job on defense by the Rams, and Braden Lewis was back on coverage along with another defender as the intended receiver was Drexler.
Yeah, heads-up play by Lewis because the ball got tipped, and once the ball gets tipped, you can hit the receiver, and he went up and made contact right away to make sure Drexler didn't have a shot at it, and Drexler was just trying to knock the ball down so it didn't get intercepted.
And it looked like Joey's pass was trying to set between the linebacker and the corner that made the play. All right, Dowling now with 4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right, empty or no tight ends, and 1 back in the backfield. That's Rashad Davis. Back to throw is Nahas. He fires it downfield. The pass is off the hands of the intended receiver right in front of us, incomplete. Kyle Schumacher, who's getting some reps tonight. Pass incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that one went. That was Nahas throws that thing on a line, and Schumacher right at the sticks, right where he needed to be for that first down, but couldn't bring it in, and skips out of bounds. So now the Dowling's got a punt into the wind here, which has been a little bit of a challenge.
Yes, it is. You got to keep the ball down, and that's where the Dowling punter is going to have to do tonight. And back there is Connor Larson, the senior. He and Jackson Smith have been kind of sharing the duties. Low snap. Larson gets it away. And not a bad punt against the wind, and it's fielded at midfield and finally goes out of bounds. Penalty flag on the Maroons as they were, Will Barretto was on coverage of the safety there for Southeast Polk at the 48-yard line of Dowling, and that'll add yardage on. So the Rams will have the benefit of that. 2:05 to go first quarter. 7-6 Dowling leading Southeast Polk. And they'll march off the penalty here. In the meantime, let's go down to the sidelines, and that's where Brian Morris is at. Brian?
Yeah, guys, that first play, that is when we talked about in pregame when you have two quarterbacks, the timing gets off, and Nahas ran into Rashad Davis. So you start behind the chains. It's tough to get going against this wind when you're trying to throw the ball. But, again, not a bad punt there, but it looks like the Maroons interfered with the receiver. So they're going to get another 15 yards.
Got fair catch interference on Dowling as you hear Brad Bunning, our official tonight, mention. And our thanks to our CISN crew tonight, led by Pete Tarpey and company. Our producers Aaron Bandy, Kobe Gaines, and Reese Webb on the cameras. And Mr. Maynard has replay back tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. That penalty is just a backbreaker a little bit. He just gets it. That's a 15-yard penalty. It's not a small one. And you can see the coaching staff out there telling Barreto, you just got to break down, and it's hard when you're coming full steam at it, and the ball hung up there a little bit. But here we go. Defense got their backs against the wall.
Yeah, first down, Southeast Polk at the Dowling 33. Rams with it. Quarterback is Holden Hansen. Back to throw he goes on play action, looking over the middle, fires over the middle. A receiver fell down, and penalty flags out, incomplete. Intended receiver was Caden Hills, and he got his feet tangled with a Dowling defender, and that may have been. It may have been. Who are they going to call that on?
Well, they got flags on both ends here, so.
Well, the pass ended up incomplete, fortunately for Hansen, as the receiver fell down, and
they're going to call roughing the passer in the backfield.
Oh, they're going to have a choice here, either roughing the passer or pass interference.
Pass interference. 6-2. That penalty declined. Additional foul. Roughing the passer. Number 98.
They're going to get Dowling for roughing the passer, and they called it on Dylan Manning, and that'll be the one Southeast Polk takes that penalty, accepts that penalty, 15-yard penalty, first down Rams, so that moves the ball inside the 20.
Yeah, 30 yards the easy way there after the punt, and the roughing the passer call was a bang-bang play, and the Dowling coach staff didn't like it. Dylan Manning, as soon as the ball got released, he stuck his shoulder pads in there, but they said he had a chance to pull up.
First down, Southeast Polk at the Dowling 18. They're going to give it right to Vanderwerf. Landon Vanderwerf, 5'11", 180-pound senior, goes right over center, and he gets inside the 15 down to the Dowling 12, a gain of 6.
Big gain there on first down. Ian Middleton gets him around the legs and was able to drag him down from the backside as that offensive line made a nice crease there for Vanderwerf, and he was able to shoot through there and through the A-gap right up the middle and get big yardage on first down.
All right, the Rams with one receiver on each side of the football. And their H-back. Joe Lauders lined up just outside the left tackle. Quarterback is Holden Hansen, a senior, wearing number 7, calling signals. Rams going right to left into the wind, or with the wind, and the handoff goes to Vanderwerf. And Vanderwerf over the right side and inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line, a gain of 5 and a first down.
They bring that that little stack back. He's in there right behind the defensive or behind the offensive tackle. They bring him across the line of scrimmage, and the running back goes to his side and then follows him back across the formation up into the line, and it's as they kick out the end and make the nice run on first down.
All right, 2 receivers left and tight end left. The handoff goes to Vanderwerf right up the gut. Touchdown, Southeast Polk. The Rams score from 7 yards out, and it's their senior, Landon Vanderwerf, on the score. And the Rams now retake the lead with 46 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as they lead Dowling 12-7. Let's see if they go for 2 or kick the extra point.
I think early on he's going to probably kick the extra point, yes. That drive, 30 yards of it in penalties and really put your defense on their heels.
3 plays, 33 yards after the first of 2 penalties on the drive by Dowling. Extra point is up and good by the Rams and Samer Arafa. So with 46 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's Southeast Polk 13, Dowling 7. And we'll return to Valley Stadium on senior night for Dowling Catholic here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
All right, Vinny Cataldo playing the tunes back at the Iowa Catholic Radio Studios. Alongside Matt Mandring, I'm Mark Hamadale. Brian Morris on the Dowling sideline. And a harvest moon on our horizon in front of us towards the northeastern part of the greater Des Moines area. Valley Stadium in West Des Moines, what a setting. 13-7, Southeast Polk with the lead as the Rams go 3 plays, 33 yards, capped off by Landon Vanderwerf's 7-yard run. And 2 penalties on the drive, a personal foul against Dowling to give the Rams a situation where they went goal to goal, and of course the penalty on the punt. And Brian Morris, what more can you say? Great field position for Southeast Polk, and they took advantage.
They did, and they're running behind a big offensive line, guys. 285, 245, 220, 280, 300 pounds. They just ran the ball 3 straight times. Landon Vanderwerf's a hard runner down here, 5'11", 180, and he just kind of went through that Dowling defense that drive.
All right, Nahas at quarterback, and he gives it to the tailback, and that's Rashad Davis. And that might be one of the final plays of the first quarter as the game clock and the play clock are in sync. Are they?
Yeah, they're in sync. I don't know. I think you got to snap it. I'm not sure. I was assuming they were going to run the ball to try to get the wind behind them on 2nd down too, but it just didn't take long enough. So they're going to end up having to run a play before the quarter expires.
All right, they'll move Ian Middleton to the left side. Back to throw is Nahas. Joey looking over the field. Now wants to run. Will keep the football. Crosses the 20. Still on his feet, 25. Upfield 30. He's got the first down, which will be the final play, maybe, of the first quarter. He runs out of bounds with 2 seconds remaining.
Nice run by Joey Nahas, and he showed his strength there with his ability to break 2 tackles on that run. That's a great run by him as he explodes out and extends that play and gets a big first down for the Maroons.
13-yard run for Joey. First down, Dowling. And they will have to one more play here to finish out the quarter. 13-7, Southeast Polk leading Dowling with 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Pistol formation. And the ball is snapped and the penalty flag out. Timeout. Southeast Polk. But we'll keep it here with 2 seconds remaining, I believe, or is that the quarter?
I think they're going to, they're going to put 2 seconds back on the clock.
Yep. Game clock operator. All right, let's go down to Brian Morris on the Dowling sideline. Ashworth Vision Clinic, Westman International, and Bozeman Flores, some of our sponsors here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Brian, give us an update.
Yeah, the wind, guys, is still coming out of that southeast, about 15, 20 miles an hour.
Yep.
You got as you mentioned, Mark, the moon's coming up on the whatever they call that, the farmer's moon or the harvest moon.
Harvest moon.
Yeah.
Come on, don't insult Mr. Mainring. He spent many years out there in the rural areas of Iowa.
It is a beautiful night for football. It's kind of cool. It's the first really night we've had coolness. I mean, people down here in long sleeves, and it is a great night for October 18th football in Iowa.
No question. 68 degrees. You mentioned the south-southeast wind at 15 to 20 miles per hour. That's right to left for the folks watching on CISN. 33% humidity. Overnight low expected at 48 degrees in central Iowa. Back to throw Joey Nahas. Fires the ball out, and it's caught. Nice reception that time by the Maroons and Sam Drexler. And he's got the first down to end the quarter.
Nice run there after the catch by Sam. And, they just want to get him the ball out in space.
And the Maroons will have a first down at their own 48 after that 15-yard catch by Sam Drexler to end the quarter. We'll take a break with the score. Southeast Polk 13, Dowling 7. We'll come back with the second quarter in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Save big at DeArmond CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames. DeArmondAmes.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
All right, we're back. Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Welcome back for the second quarter. Southeast Polk leading Dowling 13-7. Mark Hamadale, Matt Maindring, and Brian Morris on Iowa Catholic Radio, and CISN as we simulcast. Maroons on a first and 10 to start the second quarter. Handoff to Rashad Davis, and he gets up to the 48. And that's where the line of scrimmage was. So no gain again. I'll tell you what, both defenses are really taking away the run.
They are, and they've come into the game saying no one's going to run the ball here, and they're making sure Rashad doesn't get any space up there. And that defensive line is a big outfit, and that young offensive line is sitting there having a challenge there, and it shows a little bit tonight.
Certainly does. Dowling with three receivers now. Split out wide to the right, two to the left, empty backfield. Low snap, and Joey Nahas gets sacked right on the spot as knifing in there is Jackson Hope, one of their top linebackers, number 44, with the sack back at the Dowling 40. Maroons will lose 12 yards.
They bring Hope off the blitz on the backside again, going after that left side of the offensive line, and he shot through there untouched, and Nahas had no chance to get rid of that football and takes a big sack for the Maroons.
So it's a 8-yard loss officially, so it'll bring up 3rd and 18 for the Maroons. Dowling on their own 40-yard line. Dowling does have the win at their back that Southeast Polk enjoyed in that first quarter. 15 to 20 mile an hour wind coming out of the south. Back to throw is Joey Nahas, looking left. Now wants to run, forced from the pocket, fires the corner, and the pass is caught right at the 45-yard line, but Dowling shy of the first down on the reception over there by Jack Barrett.
He took the check down on that, Nahas did, as he rolled out to his right side, didn't see anything open downfield, and instead of throwing it up there on a wing in the prairie, he threw it short. Got 5 yards, 4 yards, whatever it was, and not much. So they get a punt. Tonight's game in Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Our thanks also to construction professionals. And at halftime, stay tuned. Bonnie Bronson. We're going to talk Dowling Pancake Breakfast 1 week from this Sunday. So here's the punt by the Maroons, and it's fielded by Southeast Polk inside the 20. And now a nice run, penalty flag down on the run back by the Rams, and a nice one that time by Vanderwerf. He gets it across the 30, but this may be coming back. It is coming back. That was a no-doubter right there in front of the football. You could see that there was going to be a block in the back at the 16-yard line.
So the officials will march off the yardage. Let's go down to Brian Morris. Another update from the Dowling sideline tonight. Brian, have you got an update on Zelenovich? Because we still have not seen him in there on offense for Southeast Polk.
Yeah, no, I can see him over there standing with his helmet in his hand. He's talking to, I'm assuming, a doctor, and he kind of keeps moving his knee. But at this point in the season, again, without any technology at these stadiums, you just don't want to risk it for a young kid until you can get maybe some a deeper look. So I will be shocked if he comes back tonight, guys.
Okay. Well, the Rams now had a first down at their own 32, but that penalty will move them back inside the 10. Matt, they're back at their own 8-yard line.
Yeah, it was half the distance. The flag was thrown at the 16-yard line, so they went half the distance to the goal line, back to the 8, and here we go.
All right, Southeast Polk first down. Holden Hansen hit at quarterback. 2 receivers left. Hansen fires left. Pass is caught, but hit and dropped his intended receiver. And let's see who that was, because he was hit on the dime. They'll lose yardage back to the 6-7 yard line.
That is Joel Sanko, and he was off on the slot receiver, and he saw the flare come out there, and he met it just as he caught the football, and he laid the boom right there.
We'll lose yard back to the 7 yard line on the reception that time by Southeast Polk. Hit and dropped immediately, and here's a snap on 2nd 11. And they'll give it to the tailback, and he squirms his way up to about the 10, maybe the 11 yard line for a gain of 4, and will bring up 3rd and long for the Rams.
Yeah, and this is the case where the defense can't wait to have a discussion at halftime about how hard to play. And right now, this defense needs to stand up and turn the ball over here, make them punt into the wind, get good field position. It's got to happen here on 3rd down.
Right, the Rams now with 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and now a man in motion left to right. 3 receivers right. Holden Hansen at quarterback for Southeast Polk. As they go left to right, north to south into this 15 to 20 mile an hour wind. Dowling trailing 13-7. Back to throw. Hansen fires over the middle. Caught by Caden Hills. First down and more. He spun around at the 30 and finally hit and dropped at the 34. First down yardage for the Rams on a gain of 23.
Out of that trip set, they ran one guy long, one guy out, one guy across the middle, and Holden hit. It was, what'd you say, Caden Hills right away on the break there, and he made a nice little move into the middle, and then he had room to run.
So Hills gives the Rams a first down, and somebody other than Zelenovich, who's on the sidelines right now, shaken up. So Hills steps up on 3rd down. So it's 1st and 10. Rams from their own 34 yard line, leading 13-7. They fire the ball out, and a quick hitter up to about maybe a 5 yard gain. Nice job out there as they get the ball to Gabe Wheeler on a little possession receiver.
Yeah, Jackson Miller and couldn't tell who the other, it looks like it is Parker Pearson out there, makes a nice play and only allowed the 5 yards on the catch, and he was there right when the ball got there. And the defense got to try to make something happen, and Holden has tended to throw the ball away once in a while, or Holden Hansen, so see if they can force a turnover here.
All right, 2nd and 5, Rams from their own 40. They'll move Caden Hills in motion right to left, handoff right up the middle. That's Thompson, the backup backup tailback. Drew Thompson, the 5'10", 175-pound junior, backing up Landon Vanderwerf, and he plows ahead for a few up to the 43, a gain of 3.
Plowing ahead is a good description right there, and that's exactly what he was doing. Aiden Ducharme met him and was able to take him down just for that couple-yard gain, which leaves it with 3rd and 2. And now this defensive front's got to go up against that big offensive line, and it'll be a will here. Now, you know, the last time they had 3rd and short, they threw a quick hitter out to the right side.
3rd and 2 from the Southeast Polk 43. Rams lead it 13-7. 7:15 to go here in the 2nd quarter, and back to throw is the receiver. The pass is nearly intercepted by Sanko as they did the quick hitter, and they tried to hit the quick slant from the right side. Pass broken up nicely by Dowling, incomplete to bring up 4th down, but they tried to hit Caden Hills again from the right side on a quick slant.
Joel Sanko right there to tip that ball up and then break it up, and almost dove and caught the football at the same time. Great play by him.
All right, into punt, Noah Trexel for Southeast Polk, the senior, wearing number 15. He'll stand back at his own 30. And a single safety for Dowling. That's Sam Drexler standing back inside his own 25. Good snap, and the ball kicked into the wind. Nice punt, high arcing punt. Drexler has it at the 20. He'll return it, 25. Down the right side, almost lost his footing and finally run out of bounds across the 30 up near the 31-yard line. So a nice return by the Maroons, and Sammy Drexler back there fielding punts. The Dowling offense will come on the field. And it's 13-7 as Southeast Polk leads Dowling with 6:57 left to go here in the 1st quarter from Valley Stadium on Dowling senior night. Final home game of the season for the Maroons. Let's go down to Brian Morris on the Dowling sideline right in front of us.
Yeah, guys, Joel Sanko had a great series there. They list Joel at 5'11", 200 pounds. Maybe that's with all his pads on, but he's only a junior. He's going to put some weight on. He is going to be a force next year on this defense because he just had a great series there. Showed his quickness, showed his toughness.
He's fun to watch. As Brian, you get to do that right on the field level. Now on 1st down, back to throw as Parker DeFils fires it out. The pass is caught by Scow, breaks a tackle. The 40 still on his feet midfield, and finally drugged down from behind by the linebacker for Southeast Polk, Jackson Hope, at the Ram 44.
They found something there where they got isolated for Scow, and he only had one guy to beat. And the other receiver, which I couldn't see if it was Sam Drexler or not, but nice block out there. Scow takes off. Big gain.
25 yards and a Dowling first down in Ram territory at the Polk 44. 6.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Two receivers right, and Middleton in at fullback. Handoff goes to Rashad Davis, and he gets through a hole, and he's near a first down inside the 35 of Southeast Polk. And they're going to give him the first down at the 33.
And he's going, let's go again. And that's the first time he's seen a little bit of space there, and he was able to take advantage of it on that left side of the offensive line. Saw a crease, took it.
Gain of 11 for Rashad Davis. Back to throws Parker DePhillips. Fires out. Caught by Rashad Davis. He tries to scamper along the Dowling sideline and finally run out of bounds at the 27 for a gain of 5.
Yeah, he hasn't had much space tonight, so he hasn't had many opportunities to carry the football. He wants it in his hands, and he's able to make a big gain there on first down with that quick hitter out to the sideline.
And I gave him a gain at 6 that time, so it's 2nd and 4 Dowling at the Ram 27. 5 receivers, 2 right, 3 to left. They throw right, and it is caught. And the receiver out there trying to get outside the numbers and can't, and finally brought down at, is that Cohen Shelton?
I think that was Rashad Davis.
Or Rashad.
Yep. Yeah, it's Rashad Davis.
Different packages out there, and it's Rashad Davis on the catch, and gets it down to the 26. They'll gain a yard.
Yeah, and that time they had numbers out there, and they flew to the football, and there was the one Drexler or Scow was out there blocking, and he couldn't block 3 guys.
That's the magic of Dowling. Every play, they're bringing in packages of receivers, and the Rashad was part of that. And now the Maroons with a 3rd and 3. Parker DePhillips at quarterback. Back to throw. Rolls to his left. Looking. And he fires it out incomplete, as he had his intended receiver was Ian Middleton, but he was well covered, and Southeast Polk had that well defended with Middleton and Scow over here on the left side. And you live for another down, which is 4th and 3 now for the Maroons.
Yeah, DePhillips didn't have much room to go there, and it's hard for that right-handed quarterback to run to your left and throw that ball on target. And he tried to do it there, and just a little bit off as he's out there trying to find Ian Middleton.
All right, Dowling going for it. They're going to keep their offense on the field. Parker DePhillips, the quarterback. He has Rashad Davis in the backfield. 2 receivers left, and Ian Middleton as a halfback outside the left tackle. Back to throw to Phillips. Fires over the middle. The pass is nicely broken up. Incomplete. As,
there's going to be a flag.
That's Braden Lewis defending, but he had his hand on the shoulder pad of the Dowling intended receiver. And that would be Sam Drexler.
He was there early and came over the top side of it.
We may get a replay here if we could.
Southeast Polk fans are going to say that flag came out late, but I think the official was trying to find it because it was really kind of a no-doubter as that defender made contact before the ball got there.
So on 4th and 3, and of course head coach Brad Zelenovich, 10th year at Southeast Polk, 3-time defending state champs. And he's a Jim Williams product because he played for Jim at Simpson when I was calling their games back in the 90s.
And, a couple years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago. We kind of reminisced about that the other day when we were talking. So first down Dowling. Maroons with the first down at the Ram 13 on the pass interference. Maroons now with 2 receivers left. Now they send a man in motion. That's Drexler. Handoff Rashad Davis. He's got some room inside the 10-5 as a man to beat. Touchdown. Rashad Davis from 13 yards out. So the Maroons now have tied the game at 13-all with 5:15 to go here in the second quarter, Matt.
Really interesting play design as they had twins out to the left side. They bring Drexler in motion across the formation to the twins. So it ends up with a trips look, which shifts the defense out, and then they end up running Rashad, hand him off, seal it off, run underneath on that left side of the wide side of the field, and he had a lot of space.
Yes, he did. So touchdown Dowling, and now the extra point by the Maroons is up and good by Marty Blount. So with 5:15 to go here in the second quarter, Dowling Catholic leads Southeast Polk 14-13 on senior night here at Valley Stadium for the Maroons on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
All right, Marty Blount set to kick off for Dowling Catholic. And a high end over end kick with the wind at his back. And it's fielded by Southeast Polk at the 10-yard line. And the Rams are hit and drop right before the 20-yard line as Maroons special teams takes place. And on the return for the Rams, that was number 88, Jaden Perry on the return. So the Rams will have it 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Let's go down to Brian Moore, says Brian. Dowling goes 6 plays, 69 yards, capped off by Rashad Davis, 13-yard run.
Yeah, Dowling's doing a great job with Sam Drexler. They're putting him in spaces where he can make some plays tonight. And you know who really loved that touchdown? Carl Schnoblin, who's been in the hospital. He's back home. He loves that touchdown. He's watching the games. So, Carl, that touchdown was for you, my man.
All right, Brian. Shout out to Carl Schnoblin and C&K Printing back in the day. I picked up a lot of stuff there for a certain athletic director here, just because he knew I lived in the South Side. But, Carl's a good guy. I hope he's feeling well. Back to throw is Southeast Polk on 1st down. That's Holden Hansen being chased in the pocket. He's going to be smothered shy of the 20-yard line. He may have gotten a yard up to the 19, and that's it. As the Maroons came, I saw a lot of Maroon jerseys on the chase there, Matt.
They did, and they haven't had a ton of pressure. Holden Hansen's had time back there, but then right there, Ryan Bobo broke through and was able to chase him down and get pursuit, and he's not going to outrun Bobo. And the young man, number 9, he's got some speed and was able to chase Hansen down for the. We can't call it a sack, I don't suppose.
It's no gain. Yeah, ended up being no gain. And Hansen back to throw, fires it out, and that's the back out of the backfield. Drew Thompson with the catch, and he rambles up across the 25, maybe the 26 for a gain of 7, maybe 8. We'll see where they spot it.
That was really a good play by Parker Pearson because he was in coverage on the other receiver and came off to make that tackle. I didn't think he was going to get to it, and he was able to come off and make that tackle. Out there by the numbers because the receiver thought he had a long ways to go, and Parker knocked him down.
They'll give him 7 yards on the play. 3rd and 3 for Southeast Polk on their own 26-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Holden Hansen at quarterback. Number 7, the senior. You've got 1 man in the backfield, and that's Drew Thompson. He and Vanderwerf trade off, and now a timeout called by Southeast Polk. We'll take it with them. 3:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Dowling 14, Southeast Polk 13, the battle of top 10 teams in Class 5A. Back in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and CISN.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
All right, we're back. 3rd down and 2 for Southeast Polk on their own 26-yard line. Holden Hansen, the quarterback, keeps the football, and he's hit and dropped in the backfield, tried to turn the corner, but the Maroons will have none of that as Parker Pearson and company met him head on there, Matt.
Carter Smith is not going to get credit for the tackle, but he got penetration back there and pushed Holden backwards, blew through there, and was able then for Parker. Did you say Parker Pearson made the tackle, correct?
Yes,
and
he did.
And that's who came up and finished it off. But Carter Smith blew that play up.
Loss of 2. We'll bring up 4th and 4 for Southeast Polk back on their own 24-yard line. 3:15 to go here in the first half, and Dowling leading by 1. The Maroons bring the punt rush, and the Rams get it off, and it's caught by Sam Drexler at the 41-yard line. That's where the Dowling offense will take over. 1st and 10 from the Maroon 41-yard line with 3:07 to go in the second quarter. Let's go down to the Dowling sideline. That's where he's been all night, and that's where Brian Morris is at. Brian?
Yeah, that was a big guy's stop on 3rd and 2, not to let Southeast Polk get a first down and take some clock. Again, Coach Wilson, I've said it for years, man, he gets the ball with 4 or 5 minutes left in the half, which he has 3 here. He's a master at getting a score right before halftime.
That was just great coaching there as well, because they brought the blitz. They were trying to block the punt, and Sam Drexler called for the fair catch. He knew he didn't have blockers, and so he played it safe, got the fair catch, and Dowling's got the ball at the 42.
All right. Maroons on first down as Parker DeFils throws a little pass out to Sam Drexler, and the Maroons are working the sideline because they know where all the bigs are, and they get away from those linebackers, so they let their receivers go one-on-one, and that time Drexler gets down the near sideline all the way down to the Ram 43.
You know, the run-pass balance right now is not balanced, and you can see Dowling has made the statement that we're going to throw the football tonight, and you're going to have to stop us that way, and then hopefully as the game wears on, they're going to find creases like on that last drive where they can sneak Rashad up there and break one loose.
Gain of 16 yards for Sam Drexler from quarterback Parker DePhillips. First down Dowling at the Ram 43 at the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Ian Middleton playing fullback, and they're going to give it to Rashad Davis. He tries to follow Ian and maybe gets a yard down to the Ram 44. Check that, a loss of 1 back to the 44-yard line. So good job by the Ram defense. Boy, they are tough up front. Those linebackers, Jackson Hope, Charlie Good, Christian Scalco, and Kane Brockman, DeAnthony Davis, Cooper Martinson, and Keon Ward-Taylor. Just a load, and I'd like to go against that. Those guys in practice every day.
No, that's why they're trying to work the edges here. There's not much inside to go.
So Rashad will lose a yard, and now they swing them over here to the side, and that is where Sam Drexler is, and he's hit and dropped. He gets close to the 41-yard line and pick up some of those yards, and that's a gain of 3. We'll bring up 3rd and long for the Maroons, 3rd and about 9.
Good throw there, and just couldn't quite shake it. And you see a lot of pink out there tonight for the cheerleaders, the dance team, the football players wearing pink, breast cancer awareness, and I know the volleyball team had a big night. We'll talk about that later. They had
On Tuesday.
They were raising money for breast cancer.
All right, 3rd and 8. Dowling on the Southeast Polk 41-yard line. Minute 45 to go. And hand off to Rashad Davis. He just follows his blockers across the 35. Still on his feet. Got that extra juice, and he got the first down at the 31 of Southeast Polk. He picks up 10 yards and needed 8 and got plenty more. 1st and 10 Dowling.
Good run by Rashad, and you could see that the offensive line had pulled somebody from the backside and ran up in there. I don't know if it was Krause or if it was Carter Smith coming out of the center position, but he led the way for Rashad and got up on the numbers and went.
Empty backfield for Parker DeFils. Fakes once, now throws towards the end zone. Got a man wide open. That's Scow. Touchdown. Jake Scow from 31 yards out. And the Maroons now lead it 20-13 over Southeast Polk with 1:24 to go. Brian Morris, what did you say before this drive started?
I said, unfortunately, there's a flag I'm seeing on the field, guys. We're going to see what it looks like that's going to be against Dowling.
Oh, never mind what I asked you.
I know.
An illegal
downfield.
Legal player downfield for the Maroons that will wipe it out.
I want to see that again. That ball came out so fast. It was hard to see, but he pump fakes it. You've been doing all these nickel and dime throws out to the edge, out to the edge, out to the edge. And then you pump fake and turn it loose, and that's what Dowling did right there.
That'll move the ball back to the 36-yard line and wipe out the 31-yard touchdown to Scow from Parker DePhillips. So it's 1st and 15 Dowling from the Ram 36 with 1:23 to go, and they hand it off to Rashad Davis. He tries to work the near side. He's going to be hit and stood up by Kane Brockman and company from the Ram defense, and he'll pick up a few.
Good pursuit there by the Ram defense as they flew across the field. And Kane Brockman, as you said, and Joel Thompson come across and make the stop. And Dowling goes hurry up.
2-yard gain to Phillips. A little pass near side, caught by Sam Drexler, and he scampers along the sideline inside the 30, and they'll spot him down at the 29 of Southeast Polk for a gain of 5.
And you can see now they're pulling Joel Thompson out of the middle of the field as a linebacker. He's sprinting out to that quick pass out there to try to give help on the edge, and that opens up a crease in the middle, and that's where you're going to see that run pop through at some point.
Yeah, you scheme and you work, and you're trying to get a certain linebacker or safety to move, and then you do the pop pass. We'll see how that works out. Dowling will send Jack Barrett, top of your screen, wide right, along with Sam Drexler right behind him to the right. One receiver left. So Maroons with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 8 from the Ram 29. Parker to Phillips, back to throw. The ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. The intended receiver was Scow, and a good job by the Ram defense there to negate that, and will bring up 4th and 8.
And they went, it looked more almost like a man coverage underneath. They had no safeties back as the corners were up tight and the safeties were up within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage as well on the inside on the slot receivers. And they basically just said, you got to beat us. And they sent somebody. We had picked up in the backfield, but they still had an arm up to knock it down.
All right, Dowling going for it. 4th and 8 from the Ram 29. 51 seconds remaining in the first half. Dowling with 3 timeouts remaining. The Rams with 1. I wouldn't be surprised Dowling burns one here, and they will. So we'll take a 1-minute break. Dowling 14, Southeast Polk 13 here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Dowling, this is their first charge.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Back here at Valley Stadium, West Des Moines. Mark Amadale alongside Matt Maindring. Brian Morris on the sideline. 4th and 8. Back to throws to Phillips. Pressure's on. He lobs in the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown!
Wow.
Jack Barrett! How about that on 4th and 8?
He threw that up there, just a rainbow. It looked like a Hail Mary. I thought, well, he's just going to throw it up there like it's a punt, but it's almost like the Southeast Polk defenders stopped, and they just let Scow run by him, and there it is.
That's touchdown Dowling. Jack Barrett.
Jack Barrett, I mean, not Scow. Yeah, Barrett.
And Brian, you get a chance to check the ball. That might have a little bit of ice on it. It was up there so long.
Yeah, he just threw it up, guys. He let the receiver run into it, and Barrett got behind the defensive backs, and just an unbelievable play. We scored twice in that last 3 minutes.
Well, one counted. It's Marty Pound's extra point. It's up and good. And Dowling now leads 21-13. Over Southeast Polk with 45 seconds remaining here in the first half alongside Matt Maindring. I'm Mark Amadale. We'll take a 1-minute break and return here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Save big at DeYarman CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeYarman CDJR Ames. DeYarmanAmes.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
All right, we're back here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Dowling Catholic Senior Night and parent recognition. Maroons lead it 21-13. Here's the kickoff and fielded by one of the upbacks for Southeast Polk at the 24-yard line. Making the turn with it is Braden Lewis, one of the upbacks. He's finally brought down around the 30-yard line with 38 seconds to go. But Dowling Catholic, 8 plays, 59 yards. Yes, they did score twice, Brian. I'll give that to you. Jack Barrett from 29 yards out on the second touchdown of the night by Parker DePhillips. Second touchdown pass, and the Maroons lead it 21-13. So, yeah, Brian, I like how you put that earlier.
Thank you. I'm quick, guys.
Yeah, you got quick wit.
That's good.
Quick wit, Brian. Yeah.
That's why you guys pay me the big dollars.
Yeah.
I can't wait to the questions you have for Coach Wilson, who, by the way, Brian will be interviewing head coach Tom Wilson at halftime. Ask him a few short questions, depends on the answers we get, and we may keep him there a while. Rams with the football, and let's see if they try to make something happen. They give it to Thompson, and he gets on his feet across the 35 up to the 38-yard line. Nice move that time by Thompson. Picks up 8 yards.
Yeah, not very good tackling up front there, as Dowling just thought he was going to lay down, and he was chopping hard and getting the first down as Ankeny Centennial, or as Southeast Polk gets up quick to.
All right, quick pass near side, caught by Brian Butler for the first time, and he's knocked down. They say he stayed in bounds with 5 seconds to go. And Southeast Polk going to, that may do it. They're going to let it run out. So we go to halftime with Dowling Catholic leading Southeast Polk 21-13. And that last reception that time for Southeast Polk, caught by Brian Butler, shy of the first down. So we go to halftime with the Maroons in front, and we'll let Brian Morris catch up with head coach Tom Wilson and get an interview with Coach Wilson. But not a bad job by the Maroons. 2 touchdown passes by Parker DePhillips, one to Jake Scow and one to Jack Barrett. Rashad Davis, the other touchdown for the Maroons. And for Southeast Polk, Drew Thompson on a touchdown reception from Holden Hansen, and Vanderwerth on a 7-yard run. Let's look at the scoring in the first half. And Brian Morris, you have Tom Wilson there. Go ahead.
Coach, offensively came out and really spread Southeast Polk's defense. Sam Drexler's having a really great game getting him the ball.
Well, it's kind of a scheme thing, and it's allowing us to get the guy the ball. They're putting one guy out there on our trips, and that gives us numbers.
It seems like you're getting the ball. Parker DePhillips is hitting the receivers, and that last play threw it up. Great play there on the offensive touchdown.
It worked out great. To be honest with you, we should have had a guy in motion, and we didn't get it.
All right, good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you, Brian Morris, with that interview with head coach Tom Wilson. Got all the bands setting up, and I lost track of where Brian and Coach were, and they had to be on the sidelines there.
Yeah, Brian better be careful. They're going to give him an instrument. He's going to be out there marching. He better have his steps right.
They're going to give him something on wheels to have him go say, hey, move that over there to the 30-yard line, would you? All right. Halftime here at Southeast Polk. Halftime with Southeast Polk and Dowling. Maroons lead it 21-13. 2 top 10 teams. Dowling in ranked number 1 in Class 5A on Radio Iowa. Southeast Polk at number 10 this week. And right before we take our 2-minute break, let's go to Mr. Matt Mandering with some scores from around the area.
A couple scores here. Valley and Ankeny are tied at the half, 7-7, and Johnson's up on Urbandale, 21-7. And Iowa City High and Linn-Mar kind of one of those seeding games. It's 14-14 at the half. So a couple games of interest there.
All right. Here it's Dowling 21, Southeast Polk 13. Alongside Matt Mandering and Brian Morris, I'm Mark Amadale, and of course our thanks to the group from CISN. As without them, we don't have the live stream tonight. They do a tremendous job. The producers Aaron Bandy, Kobe Gaines, and Reese Webb on the cameras. So shout out to them. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back along our network lines. Bonnie Bronson's going to join us. We're going to talk pancake breakfast here a week from this Sunday, the Dowling Pancake Breakfast, and I think it's the 62nd annual pancake breakfast. So if you're watching on the live stream, you'll see Bonnie, myself, and Mr. Mandering. We got to go to makeup real quick here.
Yeah.
All right. Again, our halftime score: Dowling 21, Southeast Polk 13. We'll return in 2 minutes from Valley Stadium in West Des Moines here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and CISN.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
DeArmond CDJR Knoxville with these outstanding offers. New Grand Cherokee 4xe Trailhawk with up to $13,000 off. New Dodge Hornet RT also up to $13,000 off. New Jeep Gladiator Sports receive 14% off MSRP. And new 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns with over $10,000 off. And we want your trade. Receive $300 to $500 more or we will buy it from you. Incredible savings at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
I don't know how they do that, excuse me. You're good. All right, welcome back to Valley Stadium in West Des Moines, Dowling Catholic Senior Night. Alongside Matt Mandring, I'm Mark Amadale, joined by Bonnie Bronson. We're talking the Dowling Pancake Breakfast coming up here at the end of the month, Sunday, October 27th at the Varied Industries Building. Bonnie, welcome, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, what a night it is. We got Dowling leading at halftime, 21-13 over Southeast Polk, but you're here to talk pancakes, and my goodness, is it that time of year? I thought we were talking pancakes just yesterday, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
Feels like it.
It does.
Well, talk about what this year's event's about and how it's supporting Dowling this year, Bonnie.
Sure. We'll be flipping pancakes on the 27th from 7:30 to 12. All the funds raised will support our student activities endowment. The student activities endowment supports the Dowling Catholic clubs and activities. And it's kind of a gap. They don't have a budget, so we have out-of-uniform days throughout the year. Those support our clubs, but we have more clubs than we do out-of-uniform days. So we fill the gap with this fund, and students and their clubs can apply for the funds to fulfill supply needs for things they don't have the budget for, and it also allows the opportunity for new clubs to form.
Well, how many years has this pancake breakfast been going on? And we've had different events, because when Ron Gray used to talk about this, he's talked about the Beanery with just around the time I was in grade school. But Beanery, we've been in different locations. We're at the fairgrounds. But how many years, Bonnie?
We're celebrating our 63rd anniversary this year. That's an awful lot of pancakes. There's an awful lot of history surrounding this event, and we couldn't be more proud.
Well, 7:30 until noon at the Varied Industries Building. I have the middle shift. I did volunteer. Mr. Mandring and a lot of the coaches have the early shift. Is there a reason why they get the early shift?
That's what they picked. You can pick your shift, and that's what they went for. So
I think the early bird gets the worm, Mark.
Well, that's a nice saying. I remember my grandfather telling me that, Matt. But I think they're just getting the grills broke in for the middle shifters here.
Right.
Right?
Getting them more warmed up.
All right. Matt, what's your thought? You're new to this.
It's amazing to see, but I did see someone out in a pancake uniform the other night when the kids were getting picked up after school.
Yeah, we had some fun with that. We have some pancake costumes. If you come out to the pancake breakfast, you'll see them in action as well, but we had some fun with it. We were handing out flyers to some folks in the pickup lines the other day.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see as we move through COVID. I think the one year, and this is before Bonnie, but we were handing out stuff at school, giving out packets of pancakes and syrup and everything else, because you want to keep this tradition going. And it's a staple for Dowling and how it all works. How many people roughly does it take to
We have
make this baby
oodles
run?
of volunteers. We have over 300 volunteers, and a huge shout out to them. This event isn't possible without them. I'd also like to give a humongous shout out to Jen and Paul Damji and Beth and Matt Kiernan, who are the chairs of this event and have been for many years, and we're very thankful for the time that they give to us.
Well, the question that I always ask, how many pancakes estimated do you serve? Now, I know Mr. Mainring and some of those early morning coaches, they're not going to serve as many because they're just getting their grills broken. But the middle shifters, we're going to serve a lot. How many pancakes are served by noon on Sunday?
We're going to have pancakes flying off the griddles. We serve somewhere around 5,000 pancakes.
Oh, my goodness.
And we have breakfast sausage and hot coffee and milk and orange juice and all the pancake breakfast staples will be there.
Now, Bonnie, can folks purchase pancakes like walk-ins? Now, tonight we have our Southeast Polk audience on the live stream tonight.
Yes.
Anybody can come.
Anybody can
but
come.
they can purchase tickets ahead of time through the Dowling website or can purchase tickets there, right?
Yes, you can go to the Dowling Catholic website to the events tab and purchase tickets online. We have a group ticket. It's a group of 8 for $64 or an individual ticket for $10. Children under the age of 3 are free. You can also purchase tickets at the door.
Okay, what else can you tell us about the pancake breakfast? You mentioned earlier about the gaps that you get for the different clubs that serve Dowling, but what are some of the other things that the pancake breakfast does?
We also have the campus store will be there, so you can pick up all your Dowling Catholic spiritware. We have a bake sale, and we are still looking for some homemade baked goods. If you'd like to make a donation, you can drop those off at the school next Friday morning. The band is performing. The Sacred Heart Band is performing. The choir comes out, and a lot of our clubs and activities will be there, showcasing their Dowling spirit and sharing how they give back to the community.
There is. It's just, it's when you go there, you see so many, you get a glimpse of all the things that our kids are involved in. And, you give a credit to Jeff Ferguson, who kind of oversees all of our activities and clubs and everything, because every year he's asking me for more out of dress code days. And I say, well, we can't have every day out of dress code. And we've kind of got a rhythm now where we do it every other week, but it does help fill those needs because I think the number is, it's up over 90% of our kids are engaged in either an athletic or an activity that they participate in. And so all of those different clubs, it's just amazing how many different clubs there are, knitting club, card club. I mean, we just got all kinds of different things. And this help, as Bonnie said, different kids benefit from this.
We're visiting with Bonnie Bronson here at halftime. She's in charge of the Dowling Pancake Breakfast, 63 years. That'll be a week from this coming Sunday, October 27th at the Varied Industries Building and on the campus of the Iowa State Fairgrounds, 7:30 until noon. And Bonnie, a lot of things behind the scenes. The bake sale is still going on. I don't hear Mr. Mainring talking about that, but I'm very interested in the bake sale, as you can probably tell. But that's still going to be happening. And,
yes.
There's a season after October, after Halloween, after trick-or-treating coming up. And it's not Thanksgiving, but people might want to think about some gift items they can partake in, correct?
Yes, you can pick up all kinds of fun gift items at the campus store. Sweatshirts, T-shirts, hats, all the fun things will be there. And we will also have the opportunity to purchase some Dowling Catholic socks. If you haven't picked up a pair of fun socks yet, those also make great stocking stuffers.
I have a pair of socks.
He does.
Of course you do.
I've seen them in action.
That's Matt Mainring on my right, your left. I'm Mark Amadale here at halftime. Dowling leading Southeast Polk 21-13 in the football game. And Bonnie, what else can we mention about the pancake? But you mentioned the volunteers. And there's people that are flipping the cakes. I'll be one of them. There's people helping with cleanup. The students are involved. The band's going to be there, right? Is that right? We'll have some entertainment. And
yes.
Do they take requests? Because we have requests with our bumper music. I didn't know if they took any.
Quite possibly. We'll have to talk to Mr. Holland about that. But I can imagine we can work that out.
I have some slips of paper that I might fill out and put Matt Mainring on here. But
Yeah,
I want to hear Journey and a few other songs. But
there's an art to those pancakes, and then they give you kind of a cutout to get the right size.
That's right.
I throw it away. I think if someone's coming through, they want a pancake, right? And so, but it takes a little bit of practice, and away you go. And it is a lot of fun doing it. And what's fun about it, working it, is all of us are sitting there talking back and forth, and it's just good. From my position to just meet all the people from the community, all the people that have this long tie to Dowling Catholic, and to see and talk to everybody. Yeah, it's a fun event.
Well, Bonnie, I know we're looking forward to it. Is there anything our listeners and viewers might get involved? We're going to mention how to get tickets if you want to do it online ahead of time. But Talk a little bit about that and some of the fun things that you saw last year. Was that your first pancake?
It was my first year. And the word community is the one we use a lot at Dowling Catholic, and it's so true. And this event totally encompasses that community feel. It's a family affair, kids and families and alumni and parents. It's just a lot of fun. A great way to get involved and a great way to see all the fun things that are happening at Dowling Catholic.
A tradition that doesn't ever respond greatly to the community, because the community is a big part of it. And this is like the fourth or fifth venue, I think, that we've seen this at. This has been at the Iowa State Fairgrounds, and a great way for folks to get in and out. And of course, it gets very busy after some of the masses, but what a better way to do it. Bonnie, thanks for joining us at halftime. Anything you want to say to our viewers and listeners before we let you go? I guess one more is how they can get tickets. I know you can buy them at the door, but you can purchase ahead of time. Sure.
Go to the Dowling Catholic website. We have an events tab that'll follow you. It'll link you to our ticket purchasing page, and you can purchase tickets there. It's $64 for a group of 8. Invite your friends and family and bring them along, or you can buy an individual ticket for $10.
And if you want the extra large pancake, see Mr. Mainring.
You might find my line.
On the early shift, 7 a.m. to about, 9, I think. Yeah, he'll have the early shift. Extra large cakes. If you want the right size cakes, I enjoy making, food costs. If you want to come back for a second, I'm going to do it the right way. I try to get 8 on the griddle and do it the right way. But that's just me.
That's just you.
Bonnie, thanks for all you do. Thanks for visiting with us here at halftime. Picked a great night to do it. And thanks for keeping Matt and I company at halftime. We need that once in a while. All right.
Well, thank you.
Bonnie Bronson joined us talking Dowling Pancake Breakfast coming up here at the end of the month. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back on our network stations. It's Dowling 21, Southeast Polk 13, and we'll be back with more on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
October savings at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. New Silverado 1500 Custom 4x4s with up to $8,000 off. New HGs with 5.9% for 84 months. 5 all-new 2025 Chevy Equinox in stock. Receive up to $8,000 off Sierra 1500 SLTs and $3,000 off new GMC Terrain. And we want your trade. Receive $300 to $500 more or we'll buy it from you. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to Valley Stadium, West Des Moines Senior Night. Alongside Matt Mainring, I'm Mark Amadale. Brian Morris on the sideline. He's got a front row seat, Brian, as Dowling leading at halftime 21-13. We'll get our halftime stats here in a moment from Mr. Mainring. But, Brian, these are the senior dads out here dancing. Is that right?
It is, guys. And, man, I haven't seen this lack of rhythm since John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
I remember when our own Johnny Chido was out there.
Yeah.
Johnny was out there.
Oh, yeah.
I think I have that on tape, and, boy, Johnny Chido.
It was Johnny and Sophie. And Brian, they actually rehearsed before, 6 a.m. in the morning for about a month. And I don't know if it showed or not, but the girls did an outstanding job.
It's great. It's great to see the dads out there because this is fun for them, dancing with their daughters. Because senior year, next year, these girls probably are off to college, so enjoy your time with your daughters, dads.
That's right.
You're watching on CISN, the live stream. We'll get a little bit of tighter shot on the video, but they're doing a good job. Now they got the guys in the middle.
Yeah. I was talking to one of the dads beforehand, and, it's one of those bittersweet moments because they know something's coming to an end, but they also want to enjoy the ride as they go, and this is kind of the culmination of their work.
It is, and it's a lot of fun. All right, Matt, while we're watching the Dance Dads perform here at halftime, the Dowling Dance Dads, let's take a look at our halftime stats.
Yeah, from the quarterback position, Parker Phillips was 13 of 16 for 157 yards. Joey Nahas 2 of 4 for 20 yards. Holden Hansen from Southeast Polk was 10 of 12 for 98 yards. For the Maroons receiving, Sam Drexler, 7 catches for 71 yards. Jacob Scow, 3 for 49. Jack Barrett, 2 for 34. Ian Middleton, 1 for 16. And Rashad Davis, 2 for 7. Zelenovich had the 1 catch for 36 yards. Drew Thompson had 5 catches for 27 yards. Austin Mart had a catch for 24 yards. Out of the backfield, Rashad Davis ran it 10 times for 41 yards. Sam Drexler had that 1 carry for 37 yards. And Joey Nahas had that 1 run for 14 yards. And Landon Vanderwerf for, I should get that name right, at Northwest Iowa. That Vanderwerf, I should have that down pat. It's 6 rushes for 26 yards. And Drew Thompson ran it 4 times for 19 yards for the Rams.
I'm more concerned about Brian and Mamma Mia being played in Dancing Queen. Brian?
Trust me, guys, I love Mamma Mia.
I do too.
I've seen that play probably about 5 times. But you guys were talking about the pancake breakfast.
Yes.
I've probably been going to the pancake breakfast since I was 5 years old. And I was my senior year, it was an honor to be picked to go make the batter. Nowadays, they just sit with water. But back then, Father Hess picked like 5 of us. We'd go down to Vets Auditorium, make the batter the night before. And again, the big payoff was getting to go to Noah's Ark afterwards with Father Hess for dinner. So that was great memories, that pancake breakfast.
Brian, I was never picked.
Well,
just saying.
I think he knew your work ethic, Mark.
That's enough from our sideline guy for right now. That's a good deal. Yeah, we were having a lot of fun with Mamma Mia and Dancing Queen and the Dance Dads for Dowling. All right, halftime, Dowling leading 21-13. Mark Emmerdale, Matt Maindring, and Brian Morris. And Matt, adjustments. It's always a key to this game. We've seen Dowling start strong, start not so strong throughout the year. Now tonight they started and finished pretty strong. But Southeast Polk, the 3-time defending champs. Yeah, they got they got 18 new guys out there that didn't play a year ago that are starting for Brad Zelenovich, and they know what it's supposed to be. So, what do you expect in the second half for adjustments?
Well, I think that Southeast Polk had 2 touchdowns, and the one was a little bit, where Dowling had given them 30 yards and penalties, and so they got down there close. Otherwise, the defense played fairly well. And Southeast Polk is staying in this game right now because they haven't turned the ball over. On the other side of the football, Dowling is throwing the ball a lot more than I anticipated, but that's because, of the defensive front that Southeast Polk has. When you have someone like Cooper Martinson, 6'4", 285, and Jackson Hope and everybody else in there, that's a tough outfit to run the football against. And they're just doing the dunking and throwing it out to Drexler on the edge and getting yards that way. And the offense has looked really very efficient at times.
Yeah, they're taking what the defense is doing. They're not running to the defensive strengths. Brian, that was tough to run. Both teams took the run away, and you have to find ways to get around it. I saw Dowling did that and then went back to the run and scored with Rashad Davis. And the Rams haven't really got their running game going other than the first drive of the night.
Yeah, they really haven't. Dowling's doing a good job. Again, they're getting Rashad Davis spread out wide. Again, they're going 5 across, empty backfield, and it has caused a little bit of confusion. And when you're doing that, I think Matt said it earlier in the broadcast, the linebackers have to try and come out and cover some of those guys one-on-one, and Dowling just has too many athletes on the edges. And then you saw that pump fake they did with Scow, who got a touchdown that was called back, but that's going to open up those deep balls too as you're doing a lot of those 3-yard passes or even 2-yard passes and runs. That's Dowling, I thought their game plan and scheme, Coach said it at the halftime interview, the scheming They saw something on film, and I think they've executed it really well tonight.
Yeah, the Rams will have the ball first here to start the second half. It's time now for our Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight. Congratulations to our recipient, Josh Mohan, class of 2025, for being a recognized witness to the very best of faith, academics, and student activities. And you can hear John's interview with John Leonetti and Deacon Mark Campbell in the Catholic Morning Show by visiting the Iowa Catholic Radio podcast page from Friday, September 27th at iowacatholicradio.com. And thanks to our sponsor, the Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight, Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology and Clive, offering a wide range of aesthetic and wellness services and providing customized care to have you looking your best. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Dowling will kick off and have the wind at their back here in the third quarter as Marty Blunt tees it up at the 40-yard line. Rams will have two players deep at the 5-yard line as Rams will receive and have the going into this 10 to 20 mile an hour wind. The flags are still very brisk out there out of the south, so we'll have that to deal with. And Matt, you mentioned some of the scores. A lot of games on the line, a lot of playoff implications on the line here with 1 week left.
Yeah, a lot of close games. You know, at halftime, seeing Valley and Ankeny 7-7, and also Ankeny Centennial trailing Waukee Northwest at the half 7-10. So there's a lot of playoff implications. A couple surprises right there. We'll see how those games fare. But we'll be interested to see if Zelenovich comes back onto the field for Southeast Polk here in the second half.
They caught that one pass for 30-some yards, and he was done. And now here's a kickoff, and it's returned by Southeast Polk. And on the return, they return left and hit and drop right after he crossed the 15 up to about the 17-yard line. Nice job on special teams by the Maroons, and the Rams get smothered there, and the Rams will have their offense on the field as we start the third quarter, and Dowling leading 21-13 here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN. Our thanks to Catholic Tuition Organization, Construction Professionals, and Bozen the Florist, some of our sponsors that provide coverage here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Reminder, next week we'll be on the road up in Sioux City, Dowling's final regular season game of the regular season. It'll be Dowling at Sioux City North. Game time scheduled for 7 o'clock. There's a freshman game beforehand, so it might be a little bit late, but we'll be broadcasting next Friday from Sioux City. All right, the Rams on first down. Holden Hansen back to throw, fires it out, and running a crossing pattern out of the backfield. Joe Lauders with the reception. He's up to the 25-yard line, and he'll gain about 7 on the play.
Aiden Ducharme comes up and makes a stop for the Maroons out there from his linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get out there, and they leaked that running back out behind the receivers into the flat, and Holden Hansen put it right on him, and nice gain on first down for the Rams.
So we'll bring up second down from the 24-yard line, gain of 6 on that quick pass. Hansen back to throw. Fires near side, the pass caught, and that's Caden Hills with the reception. He stepped up for Zelenovich, and we do not see number 6 out there, so we'll have to see if he's over on the sideline. Brian will kind of keep an eye on that. So Sam Zelenovich we have not seen since the first half.
Yeah, it was as Brian, I don't know if he talked about it off air or not, but it was a non-contact injury for him when he went down, and that's unfortunate. That hopefully he's okay and is able to bounce back.
Hope so too. So it'll bring up, that pass was a catch for the first down up to the 29-yard line. So bring up 1st and 10 Rams. They'll split out 2 receivers left. Play action, and Hansen over the middle. Pass caught, and that's Caden Hills with the reception. He's across midfield and into Dowling territory. Finally tackled at the Dowling 45, and the Rams find the seam just like the Maroon offense. Can't run the football. Well, we're going to throw it.
And they found that soft spot in the Dowling zone a couple times now where the linebackers get caught sneaking up, and they run that receiver right behind them in front of the safety, and Holden Hansen's been putting it on whichever receiver's running that route, and another big gain for the Rams.
Caden Hills with the reception, 26 yards, first down Rams at the Dowling 45. Dowling 21, Southeast Polk 13 as we underway into third quarter. Handoff goes to the tailback, and that's Vanderwerf. Landon Vanderwerf with the carry from the Dowling 45 down to the Maroon 42, gain of 3.
And nice play there inside. Again, you have Ryan Bobo and Leo Thornton in there right now, making the pile and making it hard for Vanderwerf to get any yardage inside.
Rams go with 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go left to right, north to south. They're going into that 15, 20-mile-an-hour wind. Southeast Polk, Hansen back to throw, fires it out, and the pass is incomplete. Pass was thrown out of bounds. Intended receiver that time was Joe Lauders.
Pretty good coverage there for Jackson Miller. A little hand fighting as they were running down the field a little bit, but he was able to stay in the pocket of the receiver, and Holden Hansen threw it out of bounds. Not much room there for him to catch that pass.
This is the first possession of the second half, and it's Southeast Polk's possession. That brings up 3rd and 7 at the Dowling 45. Rams with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Holden Hansen at quarterback out of the shotgun. Back to throw, has time, looks left, throws left. The pass off the hands of the intended receiver, incomplete. Well defended that time by the Maroons as the receiver hits the deck, and that being Joe Lauders.
Again, Jackson Miller in coverage does a nice job of coming up and making a hit on that play, and he goes in there and breaks that up. And let's see, Southeast Polk, it's a little early to be, they want to pin Dowling deep here.
Yeah, they will. The Maroons will send into the punt return team Sam Drexler tonight. Stands back inside his 10, and the Rams try to pin Dowling back. As their punter is Noah Trexel, number 15, Matt.
Always that area where you're thinking about fake, and so you want to make sure everybody's staying home up front.
Good snap. Nice kick into the wind. Fair catch signaled by Drexler. It'll bounce inside the 1 and into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Yeah.
It'll be 1st and 10, Dowling at their own 20-yard line. As hustled that time by the Rams, and that was Carter Phillips. Almost picked it off, but he carried it in the end zone.
Oh, we got a flag down back here.
Oh, back at the 34-yard line, so you're right. Let's go down to Brian Morrison when they get this all sorted out, Brian.
Yeah, guys, I think I don't see number 6 on the sideline, but there is a kid, I think who's the limits, walking around like with his pads off on some crutches. So I doubt we're going to see Zelenovich back in this second half.
Oh, boy. They're a different team without Sam Zelenovich, one of the leading receivers in the state. You heard Coach Wilson talk about him in the pregame show, Matt. This guy is one of the best receivers in the state in his eyes, and he is not going to play apparently here in the second half. And that's the coach's son. That's Brad Zelenovich, 10th year as a head coach of Southeast Polk, 20 years in the program. He's been a long-time assistant there with Denny Muller. And they're going to signal the flag against Dowling.
Yeah. And so they were bringing the ball out to the 20.
And then they're taking it back 10 yards for an illegal block, so I think it's going to be, I think they're going to take it on the 10. Yeah,
it'll be half the distance. So, all right. So the punt that was a touchback is going to be moved back to the 10-yard line. Dowling will start there with their first possession of the second half. 9:54 remaining, third quarter. Dowling 21, Southeast Polk 13 here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN. Glad you could join us. Final home game for the Maroons, senior night. 23 Dowling seniors walk across the field with their parents, along with some of the support staff, team managers. And the Maroons now with their offense on the field, and that is Joey Nahas with a handoff. Rashad Davis, he zigzags, gets across the 15 up near the 16-yard line, so 6 yards for Rashad, and that wasn't there in the first half a whole lot.
No, that wasn't, and it was a lot of side-to-side movement there for Rashad as he's able to crease out and run through the creases a little bit and get about 6 yards, 5-6 yards. One comment on that touchback, in high school football, the defender can touch the end zone and keep the ball inside the goal line. But what the defender did there was he carried it across the goal line, which made it a touchback.
Yeah, he had a little bit too much hustle on it.
Yep.
And now Nahas on the handoff to Rashad Davis again. Rolls left. Now he goes right. It goes against the grain. I think he picked up the first down. He did it right at the 20-yard line.
He saw, his vision is crazy sometimes, and he saw that he had one guy to beat out that edge, and he almost got around the corner there all the way across the field to break that one loose.
This vision is crazy.
Yeah.
And you know who's even crazier? Coach Meeks, his running back coach. And he's there. I just look at him. I said, really? That's what you're doing? It's awesome. Here's a lateral pass. That's caught by Sam Drexler trying to get outside the numbers, and he gets up near a first down. He stopped just shy at the 29-yard line, pick up a 9. And the Maroons are trying to work the near side, get away from those linebackers of Southeast Polk and their bigs, and work on the safeties and corners, and they've been working on the left side.
It's so frustrating when you're a defensive lineman and you're sitting there and they throw that quick ball out there. You're just taking me out of the game. And those big guys up front don't have anything to hustle after. You can't even get up there and knock it down when it comes out that fast.
All right, 2nd and 1, Dowling on their own 29-yard line. Maroons lead it 21-13, 8:15 to go here in the third quarter, handoff for Rashad Davis, and he's tackled from behind. He had a steam. He got the first down. He had a load of steam. He got across the 30 and finally drestled down at the 33 for a gain of 4.
He did, and it was a pretty nice tackle out there. I believe that was Braden Lewis out there that made that tackle, and Rashad saw a lot of turf in front of him that he was excited to get to, but Braden made a nice tackle.
Carter Barrett, Brady Hagan, left tackle and left guard for Dowling. Carter Smith, the center. Cade Krause at right guard and Josh Miller, the right tackle. And the tight end, when they need one, Jacob Peterson. It's the Dowling offensive line. All right, Ian Middleton now in. He'll go at halfback on the right side. Hand off to Rashad Davis. He goes through Middleton's block, and he's loose in the secondary. Down the far sideline at the 30, at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Rashad Davis from 67 yards. Could have got a block from Ian Middleton.
He did.
To force it. We'll watch the replay on CISN.
They moved Ian Middleton. You know, you talk about schemes at halftime and how you're going to make the adjustments. They put Ian Middleton over there, and he hits the outside defender that has Rashad's assignment and knocks him down, and Rashad just turned it loose.
So Rashad Davis from 67 yards gives the Maroons a 27-13 lead with 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Marty Blount in for the extra point. DePhillips in to hold. And Wyatt Jones the snap. Ball down, kick is up, and the extra point is...
There was something real weird about that because Barrett was running up to kick that.
We've got procedure against Dowling, so
yeah.
They stopped the play. So we'll redo it with 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Dowling trying to tack on the extra point. And Brian Morris, tell you what, we had a great view because we saw the replay on CISN, but what a run by Rashad Davis. They've been trying to take that away all night.
Yeah, as I was down there talking to myself, which I tend to do, as soon as he got around that corner, I just said, he's gone, and he was gone. Number 3 for Southeast Polk, I thought had the angle, but it wasn't good enough, and Rashad had a great run.
All right, the 35-yard extra point now is good by Marty Blount, and Dowling now leads at 28-13 over Southeast Polk with 7.5 minutes to go third quarter. We'll return to Valley Stadium in West Des Moines on Dowling Senior Night on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
All right, alongside Matt Maindring and Brian Morris, I'm Mark Amadale. Vinny Cataldo spinning the tunes back at Iowa Catholic Radio, and our thanks to CISN. Here's the return, and boy, slammed down hard right at the 23-yard line is the Ram kickoff returner, but Dowling leading 28-13 thanks to a Rashad Davis 67-yard run. Brian Morris, pretty efficient drive by Dowling, started back at their own 10-yard line after that penalty. So 5 plays, 90 yards on the Dowling drive.
And this is probably the best this offense has looked, guys, all season, just from a consistency standpoint throughout the game. And, again, a lot of it has to do with these big linemen I'm looking at now down here. They're smiling. I think they're feeling pretty good. They're opening some holes. They're letting the wide receivers and the quarterback get some time to hit the wide receivers. So good game here by the offensive unit.
No question about it. Now Southeast Polk with the football, and that's Drew Thompson on first down. And he carries the ball from his own 23-yard line and gets it up to the 33, a gain of 10. So right back, the Dowling defense, they found a hole in that.
Yeah, he almost popped that. They went off tackle on that play on the backside of the Dowling defense, and he had a crease there, and there was one tackle away from being a home run.
Tonight's game in Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, and Fast Signs and Clyde. Back to throw, Holden Hansen for Southeast Polk, fires out. He's got his big tight end. The pass is caught by T. Cantrell, and he's out of bounds inside the Dowling 30-yard line. Wow, they waited for that all night, and Cantrell was kind of laying in the woods all night, and they finally found him.
Yeah, he had plenty of time back there, Holden Hansen did, because for him to run across the formation as far as he did, T. Cantrell, he got across formation down the sideline, and then Holden Hansen just laid it out there for him. Beautiful pass and caught him in stride.
Certainly did, and it's a 38-yard reception, first down Rams at the Dowling 29. And now they go back to the ground. Thompson with the carry. He stood up right at the 30-yard line. He'll lose a yard, and it's going to say, nope, he fell forward. No gain in the play to bring up 2nd and 10 Rams. And Thompson getting the bulk of the carries we've seen between him and Vanderwerf. They kind of alternate.
Right there, Ryan Bobo stood up the tackle on that side and was able to fight through it and get Thompson in the backfield.
All right, 2nd and 10, Southeast Polk. 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Dowling leading 28-13. Number 1 Dowling, number 10 Southeast Polk. Hansen back to throw, looking right, throws right, man wide open. It's caught, and that is Brian Butler with the reception. He gets the first down, and he has yards after catch down to the Dowling 10-yard line, a 19-yard gain.
You're right, Mark. He was wide open. I mean, he sat down there in the alley there, right on the hash marks, and he was sitting there wide open, no one within 10 yards of him when he caught that football, and Holden put it right on him.
So it's 1st and goal, Southeast Polk. The ball at the Dowling 10. 5:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Dowling leading 28-13. Halftime score was Dowling 21-13. So the Rams trying to put some points on the board here in the second half for the first time. They go one receiver on each side of the formation. Back to throw as Hansen fires in the end zone, and the pass is caught. Touchdown. Beautiful catch as he just outleaped the Dowling defender, and that is Gabe Wheeler.
Gabe Wheeler makes a nice catch because I tell you what, Parker Pearson was right on that thing and had his hand in there, and Holden Hansen was looking at his gun of the barrel because Dylan Manning was coming right at him and put it to him, 1 foot in high school football, and that's a touchdown. That was a heck of a catch.
You only need 1 foot, and Wheeler had it. So now the extra point is up and good by Samer Arafa. So with 5.5 minutes remaining, third quarter, it's an 8-point lead. Dowling 28, Southeast Polk 20. We'll return to Valley Stadium in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and CISN.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
All right, Southeast Polk goes 5 plays, 77 yards, capped off by Holden Hansen's second touchdown of the night from 10 yards to Gabe Wheeler. And the extra point makes it 28-20. Here's a kickoff and a fair catch signal for by the Maroons right at the 30-yard line by Quincy Moore. So the Maroons will have it 1st and 10 to start their offense. And I'll tell you what, Brian Morris, it's a one-score game, and Southeast Polk going quickly, 5 plays, 77 yards on the drive.
Yeah, Southeast Polk looked really, like you said, Mark, efficient on that. The play they got, the long pass play, or I guess the 20-yard gain, the quarterback did a great job with his eyes of taking the Dowling defenders off the ball, and then he hit the slant pattern and that was coaches were coaching up their defense when they came off the field on that one because they definitely saw something.
All right, first down Dowling. They'll send Sammy Drexler in motion left to right, and a quick pass over the middle. Incomplete as Nahas in at quarterback, and they throw that hot pattern there to the intended receiver.
I think it was Kyle Schumacher again. And he comes open over the middle after they pump fake and get the linebackers to roll up on the ball fake, and he ends up open, and he was looking downfield before he secured the ball and tucked it away.
But he was open
Was
momentarily.
open.
So it's 2nd and 10. It was Kyle Schumacher. Maroons have a 2nd and 10 from their own 28-yard line. 3 receivers right. Now they'll move Ian Middleton to the left half. Back, hand off Rashad Davis, and they run that way. And Rashad squirts through a tackle. He's across the 35, still on his feet. He's dragged down at the 40. First down, Maroons. You don't talk about yards after a run. Rashad had 10 yards after he was initially hit at the point of attack.
That is all leg strength right there, and for him to keep bowling, just running into people like pins and knocking them down and running through them, that was one of his strongest runs that I've seen here this year for him to get those 10 yards.
13-yard run.
13 yards.
First down, Dowling at the 41 of Southeast Polk. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. 28-20, Dowling by 8. Maroons led at halftime 21-13. Top 10 matchup. Rams have won the last 4 matchups. Handoff Ian Middleton, and he plows his way up near the 45-yard line before he's hit and dropped. Gain of 4.
Ian Middleton, he's just looking for contact. He got through there, and he's lowering his shoulders before he even before the defender had his shoulders lowered. It was just kind of humorous to see that. But he goes out and gets 4 yards the hard way.
Brian Morris, I think you used to do that. You used to look for contact, but not in football, for the basketball. That's what I've heard.
I think Middleton, again, he just likes to play football, right? I mean, he did. He just was looking for somebody to hit while he was carrying the ball.
He's playing offense. He's a defensive end, and he's playing offense. All right, a little flanker reverse or jet sweep, if you will. A handoff goes to Sam Drexler right to left, and he gets across the 45. They're moving up to the 50-yard line, gain of 5.
And what's fun on that play right there is you see big number 77, Carter Barrett, and Ian Middleton leading that around the corner. I believe the other one was Carter Smith there. And they come around the corner leading the way for Drexler, and that's a lot. That's a load out in space coming at you.
Yes, it is. Now, the Maroons are not playing tempo here. They're letting that game clock go down, trying to wind some of this clock, leading by 8 here in the third quarter. 3 receivers right, and the tight end Peterson on the left. Man in motion is Cohen Shelton. Back to throw is Nahas. Fires it out. The pass is caught. First down, Maroons. And getting through that seam is Jake Scow, as he had one-on-one coverage with the corner and no safety help.
Yeah, you talk about confidence in your quarterback and your receivers there. And Scow, it comes across, and it's 3rd and 1, and you're throwing that quick pop pass out there, that quick screen out to the boundary. And Scow almost turned that into 6, as there was one tackle, one person to get through, and who made a nice tackle for the Rams, and the offense keeps moving.
Yes, they do. 8-yard gain that time, as quarterback in this series is Joey Nahas. And Nahas hands it off to Rashad Davis, skips a tackle, and now finally brought down inside the 40. They'll mark him down at the 38 of Southeast Polk, gain of 4.
He's able to hustle through there and get a little crease and turn what looked like was going to be a no-gain play into a 4-yard gain. And or long 3-yard gain for the Maroons.
The Maroons not in any hurry here. They're making that play clock wind down. When they want to play tempo, they will. A different package comes in the receivers. Top of the screen will be Sam Drexler, number 3. Ian Middleton will line up right outside the right tackle. Nahas now will flip his receiver, and Drexler will go to the left side. Here's the snap, handoff. Right side goes to Rashad Davis, and he falls down inside the 40. May have gotten a yard. Look, he slipped and fell as he tried to turn the corner and make a cut and bring up 3rd and long for Dowling.
Yeah, he was going to cut and get vertical there. Southeast Polk had rallied to the football pretty well. There was not a lot of room there for Rashad to get through, and they were able to tie him up pretty quickly there.
That loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 7 for Dowling Catholic. They'll bring in a extra receiver, Preston Hofbauer, number 21, slot left. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left, and 1 back in the backfield, and that's Rashad Davis. They'll get Drexler in motion. 3 receivers left. Back to throw is Nahas, and he short hops the ball incomplete as he tried to unload it after pressure in the backfield to Hoffbauer, and the pass goes incomplete. 4th down, Dowling.
4th down, and they were bringing a blitzer on that, and Rashad picked him up, but that blitzer had a full head of steam coming at him and knocked Rashad and into Nahas as he just turned it loose. He had to throw it a lot quicker than he wanted to on that play.
I was going to mention this earlier, Matt. I got a text about, Mr. Morris didn't know what a moon was, harvest moon, hunter's moon. Well, some young lady who's a teacher at St. Pius kind of helped her in her voting status the other day on her day off on Thursday. Hunter's moon. Harvest was last month. This is a hunter's moon. Thank you, Julie Bliss. And
guys, the only moon I had probably can't be talked about on the radio.
There we go.
Turned his mic on. I didn't know he was still live.
Yeah, what is that?
Punt goes into the end zone. It'll be Southeast Polk football, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So I just wanted to set the record straight, thanks to one of our fine elementary and middle school teachers in the parochial diocese of Des Moines, Miss Julie Bliss.
I still call her Miss Bliss, even though, because she had all my daughters. She is a great teacher at St. Pius, so thanks for listening, Miss Bliss.
Yeah, she kind of favors a certain team up in Ames, too, during the college season, so I have to overlook some of that stuff once in a while. But nonetheless, Southeast Polk the 1st down at their own 20-yard line, minute 19 to go in the 3rd quarter. And the handoff goes to Vanderwerf, who's back in there. He's been in there for a while. Landon Vanderwerf gets the handoff from Holden Hansen in the final 69 seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Leo Thornton there for the Maroons was in that tackle right away as that defensive front stiffened up. And you also have Owen Pins back in from being a little bit under the weather the last week and a half, and he was in there making plays as well.
Owen didn't play last week, didn't dress against Urbandale. He was kind of a late scratch. He tried to go to school, couldn't, and he was under the illness. Back to throw is Holden Hansen, and he's going to be brought down inside the 15-yard line. He waited, and I'll tell you what, that was a secondary sack because everybody in the secondary for Southeast Polk, all the receivers were well covered.
They were, and you're right, Mark, because he was looking around, and he kept running, and so they kept moving the ball back, and where are they going to spot this?
Forward progress where?
Yeah.
At the 13.
There's one official up there. There we go, a 13-yard line. Ryan Bobo, I believe, gets the credit for that sack. Again, Leo Thornton right there as well as that defensive front. Dylan Manning ended up being up there at the end. A lot of pressure on Holden Hansen as he tried to pull the trigger.
So a loss of 9 on the sack by the Dowling defense. And the end of the 3rd quarter is upon us, so we'll come back for the 4th quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 20, Dowling Catholic 28, Southeast Polk 20, alongside Matt Maindring and Brian Morris. Mark Amadale will return to Valley Stadium in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and CISN.
Save big at DeYarman CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeYarman CDJR Ames. DeYarmanAmes.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
And welcome back to Valley Stadium in West Des Moines, Week 8 of the Iowa High School football season. As we broadcast tonight, simulcasting on Iowa Catholic Radio with CISN and their live stream. Mark Amadale, Matt Maindring, and Brian Morse. And with the CISN gang tonight, start of the 4th quarter at Southeast Polk with 3rd and 17 back on their own 13-yard line after the sack that time by the Dowling defense. And Back to throw is quarterback Holden Hansen. Now wants to run, and he's angling towards the Dowling sideline and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Will bring up 4th and long for the Rams.
Aiden Ducharme able to chase him out of bounds there. Again, another coverage play for the Maroons as Holden Hansen didn't have anywhere to go on that play, and they were able to chase him out down. And we got a Southeast Polk Ram down on the field.
Yeah, back at the line of scrimmage, are actually in the backfield, and one of their offensive linemen. So got a stoppage in play as we start the fourth quarter. Dowling 28, Southeast Polk 20 as we simulcast. Let's go down to Brian Morris for a report from the Dowling sideline. And Brian, we mentioned Owen Pinn's returning this week after being out with an illness last week, so it's good to see him, but I don't think he's probably at 100%, but others have stepped up.
Yeah, they have to. Again, we talked about it a little bit in pregame. You know, there's some crud going around the school. People get sick, but this time of year, people are hurt. They're banged up, and you just got to have those replacements coming in and filling in. And that was a big defensive stop right there, guys, because, again, we're still in a one-score game going into the fourth quarter, 3rd and 17, and Dowling defense came through.
Yeah, they certainly did. The injured Southeast Polk player is Noah White, the 6'2", 285-pound sophomore left tackle. And he has limping off the field under his own power, so hopefully he can return. We have not seen Sam Zelenovich return to the Ram lineup, their leading receiver, and one of the leading receivers in Class 5A, as he was shaken up after a huge play back in the first quarter. And that set up the first touchdown by Southeast Polk. Zelenovich caught a 35-yard pass, and that was the last we saw him of the night. He was shaken up on the play. So 4th down for the Rams. They'll punt from inside the 5. Nice punt that time as he gets it away from Noah Trexel. And a fair catch signaled by Sam Drexler right at midfield. So the Dowling offense going to have great field position, but we'll be going into that 15 to 20 mile an hour wind. But guess what? I don't think they're going to pass so much, Matt. Game clock is their enemy right now, leading 28-20.
Yeah, and you got to think right now, you know, that it's the clock is as much what they're fighting against as anything. You want to put another score on the board, so I think Coach is going to leave the playbook wide open here yet, and we'll see with DePhillips out there. You know, he's had success throwing the football tonight, and we'll see how they approach it here. We got Ian Middleton back in there at the halfback or at the fullback position.
All right, Middleton, as they go out of the pistol formation, plays fullback. They give it to Rashad Davis, and he's spun around as he gets down to the 47 of Southeast Polk for a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
You're in a position where you don't want to be really conservative because there's a lot of football, left, and Southeast Polk is a dynamic offense, and at times the Maroons have had a tough time stopping them. So you see a little tempo here again from the Maroons as they get up quickly.
You see how Dowling attacks this Ram defense. 2nd and 7, handoff once again, Rashad Davis, and he bowls his way down to the 45, just inside the 45 for a pickup of 2, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
If there's such thing as a short 5, that's what this one is, and on 3rd down. So 2 run plays inside as they sit there and run the clock, and Ian Middleton comes off. That offensive line, and again, this is where Dowling starts to take over in the football game, is that line up front in the fourth quarter. They tend to wear people out and start to have their way up front.
All right. Preston Hoffbauer split out wide left in that 3-receiver set to the left of the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Rashad Davis right up the gut, and he's hit and drop. Bring up 4th down. Rashad gets maybe to the 43 for a pickup of 2. It'll bring up 4th and just over 3 for Dowling.
And they slowly work the punt team out there as the offense comes off the field. Nothing inside there on that play. And, it's probably a run-pass option, and the coach has probably told DePhillips it's run first, pass way second. So,
trying to chip away at the game clock.
Yeah.
And into punt for the Maroons will be Jackson Smith. He'll stand back at his own 41-yard line. Jackson Smith and Connor Larson alternating now a muff and gets it away. How about
Connor
that?
Larson,
Something out of nothing. And he booted it down to the 30-yard line. So hats off to Connor Larson, who stayed in the ball game. It wasn't Smith, it was Connor Larson. mishandled the punt, but he got it away and all the way down to the 30-yard line. So
Yeah.
something out of nothing.
It was, and the biggest cheer came from Coach Jack on the sideline on this play. You can see on the replay, he's got his arms up and pointing at Larson. That was a great job of getting that. That's a what, 10, 20, 30, 35-yard flip right there that they were able to get.
Punt went for 20 yards, no return, but it could have been worse. So the Southeast Polk offense will come out, Brian Morris, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, and they're one score away from tying it.
They really were, and that would have been a huge momentum shift for Southeast Polk because he just got the ball away, Connor Larson did, and luckily for the Maroons, again, a manageable defensive position now.
9:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Dowling 28, Southeast Polk 20. Holden Hansen on play action. Back to throw. It puts it out in the middle of nowhere, and behind the defense is a Southeast Polk receiver. Touchdown Rams as Southeast Polk goes deep to Caden Hills.
Caden Hills gets behind the receivers, and Holden Hansen just laid it out there beautifully for him, and he didn't have to break stride. And he got 5 yards behind the defense and laid it right in there.
Caden Hills with the touchdown of 70 yards from quarterback Holden Hansen. And now the Rams, let's see if they go for 2 or they're going to kick the extra point.
I got to imagine they're going to go for 2.
They're going for 2 as Holden Hansen now will huddle them up. And the 2-point conversion. 28-26 is our score with 9:34 remaining as Caden Hills on the 70-yard touchdown reception. And now the Rams going for 2. They'll split out Caden Hills wide right. And they'll go with an empty backfield, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, and 1 tight end. Back to throw is Holden Hansen. Now wants to run, looking in the end zone, and he's going to go in and score the 2-point conversion. So we are tied at 28 with 9.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. Our score, Dowling 28, Southeast Polk 28. 9.5 minutes remaining. Fourth quarter, we'll return to Valley Stadium in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hey, we're back here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines alongside Matt Maindring, Mark Amadale. Southeast Polk, 1 play, 70 yards. Caden Hills on a 70-yard touchdown reception. Quarterback Holden Hansen. And now the kickoff muffed that time by Sam Drexler, but he falls on it across the 20. And the Maroons will have it 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. So they go up top, Brian Morris. We go down to you on the Dowling sideline. Rams go up top and catch Dowling. One-on-one coverage in the secondary and go for 70 yards and a touchdown to tie it.
Yeah, and the first thing I saw when I looked up was the free safety running after the defender, and you know you're beat then, and a perfect pass by the Rams to tie this game up. Again, guys, Coach talked about this last week. You got to keep your pedal, the foot on the pedal when you're kind of up, and it just seems like Dowling got up those couple scores, and it's kind of they've kind of taken the winds out of their sails a little bit.
And Southeast Polk took advantage of it. Now Parker to Phillips. The handoff goes to Rashad Davis, and right up the gut he goes. Line of scrimmage was a 22, and he gets across the 25, maybe to the 26-yard line, gain of 4.
Good strong run on first down up the middle there for Rashad Davis, right behind Carter Smith and Cade Krause there. on the right side of that line, and
got an injured Ram on the field. Defensive lineman, it looks like.
Yeah, cramp. Again,
that is Charlie Good, who's shaken up.
Starts to cool off, and the cramps start to happen.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Fast Signs in Clive, Mercy One, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Let's go back down to the sideline and the Dowling sideline for Brian Morris. And Brian, injuries have not been a big part of this game on the Dowling sideline. Matter of fact, the Maroons are trying to recover from some injuries, and we mentioned tonight that Joe Smerdla was out, one of the cornerbacks for Dowling, starting corners out tonight. And so that's never a good sign, but you always want to make sure you're ready. And closing out a game last week in the second half, I think the Maroons want some plays back as they did not wrap up very well, and you don't want that to be contagious.
And it can. And again, that was definitely a cramp, and it's gotten a lot cooler down here, guys. And I don't know what the temperature is, but it's definitely cooler. So again, these players aren't hitting this water as much as they probably should. But the Dowling sideline seems to be doing a great job with no cramping this week.
Okay. Again, we're tied at 28 as we approach the 9-minute mark. It's 2nd and 4 Maroons. And a handoff goes to Rashad Davis, trying to go left outside the numbers, and he's tripped up, and I think penalty flag down too.
Yeah, he got tripped up going around the corner, and someone got an ankle, but I don't like where that flag is thrown. And
this may be coming back.
Yeah. I thought the official was saying something, but that was just Denny.
Holding against Dowling. Our officials tonight, we mentioned Brad Bunning as the referee. Jason Higgins, the umpire. James Leach, the head linesman. Gabriel Capps, the line judge. And Brent Friendly is the back judge. And this crew, veteran crew, and moves the ball back to the Dowling 16.
Yeah, guys, the bad thing Dowling has going against them right now is they have the wind in their face. And again, anytime we're going to punt the ball, we're going to have a 20-mile-an-hour wind hitting us in the face. So the tides have turned a little bit from a momentum standpoint.
That's a great point, Brian, especially as we move forward. 2nd and 16. Back to throw is to Phillips. Angles downfield, looking at it. Caught! Nice catch by Scow! And he's brought down in Southeast Polk territory inside the 40-yard line. And Phillips threw a fastball down the left sideline right in front of the Ram bench for a perfect catch by Scow. I don't think the defender saw the ball.
No, I don't think so either, and he was right on him. The coverage was great, and Scow just reaches out his hands, and Parker DePhillips threw his best ball of his career right there.
Well, he certainly did, as the defender that time was Gabe Wheeler, who's caught a touchdown on the offense for Southeast Polk. I don't think he saw the ball.
No, I don't think he did either. Scow's running down the sideline. We got two Ankeny players with cramps. Now, one got up, one did not.
Yeah, it's one of the Rams down right now, and that's Keon Ward-Taylor, one of their outstanding defensive linemen, defensive end, and he's down, and he's back up, which is good to see.
Yeah.
As the Maroons now go from the Southeast Polk 41-yard line with Scow's catch down to the 38 of Southeast Polk. Dowling wants to run. They're ready to go.
They're ready to go. Ankeny Centennial ran everybody to the sideline, and officials hadn't really stopped it for injury too much. Now they're getting everybody set, and here we go.
All right, that's play by Scow was for 45 yards from Parker DePhillips to Jake Scow. And then that run was 3, so it's 2nd and 7 Dowling, 8:10 to go, fourth quarter. Tied at 28 to Phillips. Quick hitter again, caught by Scow, and he tried to get outside the defender, and he couldn't do it. Southeast Polk had that well defended as they put the receivers out in kind of an island, and you make something happen.
Make something happen, and the hard part there is the scout got turned back to the inside where all the pursuit's coming from. The linebackers are flying from there. If he can get bounced out to the edge and go outside towards the boundary, then he's going to have an opportunity to turn that into a bigger play. Now you got a 3rd and long here for the Maroons.
3rd and 7. Dowling go with 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Dowling going into the wind, left to right towards the south end zone. Back to throw is to Phillips. Fires it out. He's got a man open, and he overthrew him incomplete at the 10-yard line. Receiver got turned around, and that was Jake Scow, who lined up on the right side of the formation. That'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Maroons, and I think the punting unit's going to go out to pin the Rams back.
Yeah, Scow got turned around a little bit. Hoffbauer ended up open over the middle, but DePhillips didn't see him break free and throws it out towards Scow, and Scow got turned around.
So we got an injured Ram, or not injured, Gabe Wheeler cramping up. near the end zone, so that'll stop play with 7:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tied at 28, Dowling and Southeast Polk. Both teams have 3 timeouts allotted to them. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, along with Skeffington's Formal Wear and Mercy One. Thanks to Bonnie Bronson talking about the pancake breakfast and a little bit about volleyball going on Tuesday night with raising money for cancer.
They
There's a
did.
pink out.
They had the pink out on Tuesday night against Waukee Northwest, and the girls came out and played really, really well and won in 3 games. And I believe they raised, I believe the final number was over $7,000 they raised. And just an outstanding effort. Coach Wiskus, this was something they've been working on for a while and been promoting, and had a lot of great results from it. $7,010.07 go towards Unravel Iowa, and which is dedicated to working on cancer awareness. So just an outstanding night for the volleyball team and everything that group does.
1 second left. Valley and Ankeny tied at 10 up in Ankeny. So a lot of teams tied here. And now the Maroons in punt formation. They get it away. And that's a nice punt that time. Jackson Miller into punt. He boots it inside the 10, takes a Dowling roll down to the 9. And that's where the Rams will have it. 1st and 10. They'll spot it at the 8. So Jackson Miller, jack of all trades, master of them all, makes a nice punt.
Yeah, and they showed a formation that was a little bit different, which forced the Ankeny defense to not put anybody back.
I mean the Ram defense.
Or the Ram defense, yeah.
We're talking about Ankeny.
I'm talking about Ankeny. I'm looking up scores here, and so the Ram defense couldn't put anybody back and punt, receive, and Jackson rolls that ball down to the 9-yard line.
Ankeny just made a field goal to tie it, and now they're overtime's knocking on their door. Here at 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter, tied at 28. The Rams with the first down at their own 9-yard line. Dowling led at halftime. If you joined us late, 21-13, and the Rams have scored 2 touchdowns, and now
they're giving him a great spot. I mean, that should have been a 2-yard loss.
They sprung it over to Gabe Wheeler, who was the young man who was had the cramps, and he couldn't get out of the grass, and they spot forward progress back to the 3-yard line, loss of 6.
What do you think about that spot, Brian?
You know what? I think it was probably forward progress, but the Holden Hansen kind of fell as he threw that ball.
Yeah. It was a backwards pass.
It was a backwards
pass.
lateral.
Yeah.
It was a lateral. All right. 2nd and 16, loss of 6 on all that. Hansen out of the end zone, and he hands it off to Thompson. And he's hit by Sanko and blown up at the 4-yard line, gain of 1.
2 plays in a row by Joel Sanko, as he was the one that made the play to get the 6-yard loss, and then he comes up and blows that play up right there in the backfield. 2 great plays by number 2. That was outstanding by Joel.
Well, it's 3rd and 14 for Southeast Polk. The line of scrimmage is their own 4-yard line. He's got to be careful not letting get anybody behind him, as we found out earlier from Gabe Wheeler. He scored from 70 yards out. Back to throw is Hansen out of the end zone and fires into double coverage, incomplete, as the intended receiver that time was Brian Butler. The Rams won a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know why they'd won a penalty. The ball was way past.
And the pass is incomplete, brings up 4th down, nothing called.
I'm not saying if I wasn't on that sideline,
I'd be doing the same thing.
I'd be doing the same thing. So let's truth be known.
And Brian Morris is down there saying, yeah, I'm glad that wasn't us. That was them.
No, you know what? I think they were thinking that the receiver got hit a little late after the ball passed him, because there was a coach down there just in the referee's face. But that was a big stop by the Dowling defense, guys.
Yeah, it was. So you didn't want to get Caden Hills behind anybody. He was the one that had that 70-yard reception. And then Wheeler got loose for 10 yards. So Rams will punt out of their own end zone. That's Noah Truxell.
He got
blocked in the end zone. And I think Sanko may have gotten it. We'll see. And Dowling now the ball takes a hop up to the 15-yard line.
It was Will Barretto, guys.
Barretto.
We'll watch the replay here.
Special teams guy.
There we go, Matt.
Yeah, number 4.
He came in last time after the last punt, guys, and he told the coaches he was inches away from it.
Yeah.
Well,
seriously.
Will Barretto makes the play and gets the block, flips the script here for the Maroons, and now they're inside the 15-yard line at the 14-yard line with 5:45 to go, and you're going into the wind. Boy, now you want to choose some clock.
Yeah, this is where you really want to sit on the ball and make sure that play clock is wound down. They're switching the game balls out because
they're respotting this one, I think, to the first touch.
Ah.
Is that right, Brian?
Yeah,
after the block,
they are spotting it to
because
the first touch.
they can't advance that.
Correct.
So yeah, the 9-yard line. So Dowling first and goal at the 9, right, of Southeast Polk. Maroons will have one receiver. Wide left, that's Jake Scout at the top of your screen, watching on CISN. Man in motion is Sam Drexler, number 3. Pistol formation with Ian Middleton, number 5, the fullback. Handoff, Rashad Davis. He's going to sprint into the end zone. Touchdown. Is there such a thing as scoring too soon?
Yeah.
Because it just happened. Touchdown, Rashad Davis from 9 yards out.
Hey, you take it any way you can get it, and that was a great run. Great hole on that left side. Brady Hagan and Barrett. That was just an outstanding blocked play, and there was nobody home there. That was well blocked. Hope got caught in the middle of that play and didn't have anywhere to go. Got too close to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker for the Rams, and Rashad Davis runs in.
Rashad's 3rd touchdown of the night. Extra point now by Marty Blount. Up and good. So Dowling now extends its lead to 35-28 over Southeast Polk. 5:41 to go, 4th quarter. We'll return after this 1-minute break to Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. It's Dowling Senior Night and Parents Recognition, and we'll return on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
All right, we're back here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines, simulcasting tonight on CISN and Iowa Catholic Radio. Here's a kickoff by Blount and picked up by one of the upbacks for Southeast Polk at about the 25 and returned to about the 30-yard line. Rams will have it there, 1st and 10. Dowling goes one play, 9 yards, capped off by Rashad Davis. 9-yard run, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Dowling leads it 35-28. And Brian Morris will go down to you on the Dowling sideline. Now the defense has to step up and hold Southeast Polk here because they're going to be going for it. This is 4-down territory, and it starts right now at their own 30.
It absolutely does. And again, Southeast Polk's had some success this second half throwing the football. So Dowling's got to be careful to not be too tight on those receivers, give it a little space.
1st down, Rams. On their own 31-yard line, they'll call it. Hansen back to throw, fires it out. Pass is caught. That's the young man who stepped up. Caden Hills for the injured Sam Zelenovich. And Hills picks up the 1st down, crosses the 45 to the 47, pickup of 16 yards.
Jordan Watson up on the stop for the Maroons there as that offensive line has given Holden Hansen, for the most part, a lot of time tonight to throw the football. And there he had a lot of time for that receiver to clear it out.
So a 16-yard gain, 1st down, Southeast Polk. Hansen on the read option, gives it to Vanderwerth. Vanderwerth back in there, and he gets it up to midfield for a gain of 3.
Nice strong run by Vanderwerf there as he was met at about a yard past the line of scrimmage and then was able to fight forward for 2 more. So he gets 3 as it's 2nd and 7. And as you know, Brian said, you're figuring 4 downs for every 1st down now.
All right, 2nd and 7, Southeast Polk. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll send the tailback Vanderwerth out in motion. Back to throw. Hanson fires it out, and the pass is off the hands, incomplete, of Caden Hills. He would have made a nice one-handed catch if he could. On defense that time, Will Barretto for Dowling Catholic, along with Joel Sanko.
That's one where the wind might have benefited the Maroons there a little bit as that ball sailed just a hair. And Hills almost made a fabulous one-handed catch down the sideline.
Bring up 3rd and 7, Southeast Polk. The line of scrimmage, the 50-yard line. Rams have the win at their back. 4:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Dowling leading by a touchdown, 35-28. Hanson out of the shotgun once again. Back to throw, steps up in the pocket, fires over the middle. The fastball is nearly picked off by Middleton, incomplete. Ian had the ball in front of him, and I think he saw the green in front of him too. Incomplete.
I don't think he had any idea that he was going to intercept that football. He was just knocking it down. He was a missile coming across there.
That was a fastball.
That was a fastball, and Ian Middleton, I don't even know if he got his hands up. I think he just ran into the football.
Brian, what did it look like down there? That wasn't a changeup that was thrown by Holden Hanson.
It felt like he was his body wasn't turned, to the goal line. He was a little off to the side, so it would have been a tough catch for a defensive lineman.
That's true. And now Dowling jumps offside, and that'll. I don't think that'll give him the first down, but it'll be
give him the first down.
3rd and 2 instead of, or rather 4th and 2 instead of 4th and 7.
Yep.
Penalty on the Maroons, offside. Credit Holden Hanson and his cadence, getting the Dowling left end offsides.
Now it changes the dynamics of everything because now you have a definite option to run the football here, but they've done a lot with the quick hitters here on 4th down out to the edge on their receivers, so we'll see what they dial up.
All right, the Rams in a pistol formation with 2 receivers right. They give it to the tailback, or they fake it to the tailback, fire it downfield, and the pass is broken up, and they're going to call it incomplete, and it'll be Dowling football on 4th and 2. Well, I thought they handed it off. Actually, we'll watch the replay to the tailback. He needed 2 yards, and they threw it to the right side of the formation. And here's the replay, Matt.
Yeah, I thought he handed it off as well, and he took the read and went for it. They went to the gamble there, and you had Joel Sanko
went over
got the worst of that. Will Barretto comes over the top and knocks the ball down, and Sanko gets nailed by friendly fire.
That was Jake Scow. He's one of the backup safeties. Scow was over the top. And it's incomplete. Dowling takes over on downs. That might be the play of the night. Brian Morris, Scow coming over the top, breaking that up.
And I think Will Barretto knocked that ball down too, guys.
They were both over there. First down Dowling from their own 45. Maroons will go with a jet sweep. They hand it off left to right, and can't turn the corner is Sam Drexler. He tried, but he couldn't.
He can't, and that's big Cooper Martinson that fell on him. He's going, how big is that guy? And
you don't want to You don't want to wrestle him.
No,
he's an outstanding wrestler.
Yeah,
and his Aunt Molly was a longtime sports information director, Molly Brown at Grandview University, and that's his aunt. She had some brothers. And that's one of the boys, one of her nephews, a tremendous athlete. 2nd and 11, Dowling, lose a yard back to the Maroon 44-yard line. And Drexler goes in motion, and Nahas with the pass, and is it caught? No signal yet from anybody. And they're going to give it to him at the Ram 47.
Now you got the whole Southeast Polk sideline out in the field, and
we may have the replay.
The thing is, the officials couldn't see it. The officials couldn't see it because it was curled up right there, and they give them the catch. But it's not a first down. It's still 3rd and 2. So there's space yet
at the Ram 47.
Yeah.
So it's
okay to show us the replay because we can't.
9-yard reception. So it's 3rd and 2. Keep in mind. Who's now with 3rd and 2 back, or they give it to Rashad Davis, and he gets the first down. Forward. Second effort by that offensive line gives the Maroons a first down, and a very important first down as the game clock will run.
Now Southeast Polk with 3 timeouts is going to start thinking about using them, and after they set the ball here, and I've got a feeling as they'll start to use them on this set of downs. It's good fight there by Rashad Davis getting that first down.
Things work out. Brian Morris I got to think an offensive lineman, maybe 2, and that'll get you a big crowd tonight because those guys love to show the microphone around. They love to have it.
I mean, every time the Maroons get a first down here, guys, I mean, until Southeast Polk starts taking timeouts, it's like a 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, that's right. Handoff Rashad Davis, nowhere to go, and he's hit and dropped in the backfield. Back to the 48. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, that was right there on the play as Cale Wingert coming from the backside on that play and chased Rashad down as he's running around back there trying to chew up time, and Southeast Polk calls timeout.
We'll take one ourselves with 3:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Dowling 35, Southeast Polk 28. Back in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and CISN.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
And we're back here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Love listening to that bumper music, Matt.
Yeah.
I know our TV viewers can't hear it.
You can't go wrong with the Lido Shuffle.
Oh, so. My goodness. Alongside Matt Mainring, I'm Mark Amadale, along with Brian Morris down on the Dowling sideline. And Ankeny, Brian, just so you know, has kicked the field goal on their first possession of overtime. And Valley has it now on their first possession of overtime to respond. So a pretty good game up in Ankeny tonight. Paul Yeager calling that on CISN.
Again, we say it, guys. There's so much parity around Central Iowa that any team can beat any team every week, it feels like. And Ankeny, again, upset us, week 3, week 4, and given Valley a heck of a game because I know Valley's been playing really good football.
And that game just went final. Ankeny 13, Valley 10, final in overtime. So the Ankeny gets a much-needed win. Ankeny Centennial defeated Waukee Northwest 28-10. And Johnston 56-14 over Urbandale. These are all finals that we're bringing you, so we'll try to catch you up on some others when they come in. Here, Dowling leading 35-28, 3 minutes remaining. Dowling with a 3rd and 17 from their own 49. Handoff Rashad Davis, and Rashad just bowls his way across midfield, and the pile pushes him down to the Ram 45. It'll bring up 4th down, but more importantly, the game clock continues to run until a timeout is called.
They're going to keep this timeout, I think.
They are.
And what's the interesting here is the last time Dowling was back to punt, Connor Larson had to catch a one-hopper and then barely got it off. So you don't think that's going through Coach Wilson's mind right now as the offense stays on the field?
4th and 11.
Oh, you know he's not going to snap it.
And, well, it brings up the safety for Southeast Polk.
Yeah.
9 on the play clock. Shot clock, I guess.
Shot clock.
That here. We have basketball here in about a month.
You're going to let this run down to 2:10.
And they will. So with 2:10 to go here in the fourth quarter, Dowling leading 35-28. We'll take a 1-minute break and return to Valley Stadium on Dowling Senior Night here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs, done, faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
All right, we're back here at Valley Stadium, 4th and 11, and now once again the Maroons mishandled the snap, but I'll tell you what, they kick it away. Nice job by Connor Larson. It takes a Dowling roll inside the Ram 40 and down at the 37. Two mishandled low snaps that Connor Larson did a great job with. They might have to audition for the baseball team, the way he handled those and got it away without being blocked.
I mean,
we're under 2 minutes to play, and Dowling leading 35-28. Rams the first down, Matt at the 38, but it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. And Connor Larson twice now has saved the defense and this, from 30 yards at least. And this puts Southeast Polk back at the 38-yard line. I mean, that's almost a 40-yard swing.
Rams have 1 timeout remaining. Dowling has 2. Maroons lead it by a touchdown, 35-28, final 2 minutes. Back to throws Holden Hansen, and he fires the ball out, and the pass is incomplete. Contact there, and intended receiver was Caden Hills, who's really stepped up for the injured Sam Zelenovich tonight as a receiver for Southeast Polk.
He has, and they were looking for something there, but I think he just slipped coming out of his break. As he's going to the sideline there, he fell down, and which, it stops the clock for Southeast Polk. So a minute 53, Dowling up by 7 points, and here you go.
All right, 2nd and 10, Rams from their own 38-yard line. Holden Hansen, the quarterback, he's went the distance. The senior, 6'2", 200 pounds. Straight drop back, steps up in the pocket, can't find anyone, now wants to run. Runs the near side, and he goes out of bounds just right around midfield as escorted out of there by Aiden Ducharme, number 0.
Aiden Ducharme. Dowling's only bringing 3 people up front right now, so they got a 3-man rush. You see a lot of this out of Iowa State. Iowa State.
I heard you, man.
Okay, just checking. Anyway, they do this a lot with this 3-man front, and right now it's giving Holden a little bit of time, but right there they did break the pressure, and it's allowing great coverage downfield for the Maroons.
All right, 1st and 10, Southeast Polk from their own 48-yard line. Holden Hansen at quarterback. He's going to give it to his tailback, Drew Thompson, and he gets across midfield down to the Dowling 48, gain of 4.
Dylan Manning in there to meet him right at the point of contact, and he fell forward for a couple yards, but great tackle there by Dylan. Keeps the clock running, and I figured with a minute 30 they could run the ball. They still have 1 timeout in the bag.
This is a big possession for Southeast Polk. 2nd and 6 from the Dowling 48. The Maroons lead by a touchdown. Hansen back to throw. Blitz is on. Throws it downfield. The pass is caught. Wide open and finally tripped up inside the 25-yard line is who else? Caden Hills.
Caden Hills got loose over the middle of the field, and Hansen hit him right in stride again. And big first down. Puts him almost in the red zone here with a minute left.
26-yard reception by Caden Hills, the senior for Southeast Polk, wearing number 4. 1st and 10, Southeast Polk at the Dowling 22 as they approach the Maroon red zone. Game clock under a minute. Now the Rams are doing a check with me to the sideline. 10 on the play clock. Hansen with 3 receivers right. And the handoff goes to the tailback, and that is Thompson down to the 15-yard line for a gain of 7.
They're being awful loose with the clock here. They let a lot of time roll off there in that last possession, then run the ball there. Now we're down to 30 seconds.
All right, 2nd and 3, Southeast Polk from the Dowling 15. Hansen back to throw, looking towards the end zone. Not going to run. He's got a wide open field, and he's going to run out of bounds inside the 5-yard line where Middleton runs him out.
20 seconds left on the clock for Southeast Polk, and that's the danger of running only 3 guys in there, is that it leaves a lot of room for the quarterback to run with the coverage back there, and Holden Hansen took advantage of that and gets it inside the 10.
All right, 1st and goal, Rams at the 6-yard line. Hansen does a check with me to the Southeast Polk sideline where the coaches are giving all sorts of signals, which one of them's hot, the rest are dummy signals as they're called. 3 receivers right. Hansen looks right, throws it out of the backfield, caught by Thompson, run down at the goal line, touchdown Rams. Thompson out of the backfield, similar to what we saw in the first half with that play, but a little different version of it.
Yeah.
And Thompson scores from 6 yards out.
I think Southeast Polk is going to go for the win right here.
So with 14 seconds remaining, the Rams score and trail by 1. And you're right. They may burn a timeout here if they have to. And that was Drew Thompson.
They got half their coaching staff on the field.
They can't make up a decision right now. Thompson from 6 yards out. Holden Hansen with his 4th touchdown pass of the night. And a play clock at 20, so they have plenty of time. And the Rams are going for the win.
All right, here you go.
3 receivers right. Tight end on the left. Hansen at quarterback. 2-point conversion. Dowling by 1, and we got a timeout. Might be by Dowling. We're going to keep it here. We'll keep it here with 14 seconds remaining.
That really doesn't matter who called the timeout there, I don't think.
Southeast Polk just used their last timeout.
Yeah.
Not that it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Dowling has 2 left. So we'll keep it here, 35-34. Dowling by 1. Southeast Polk going for the win here, Brian Morris. Let's see what they have up their bag of tricks with head coach Brad Zelenovich.
Oh, you've been working all year, right, on these key plays that you have at the line. So this is a tough decision for, again, it probably has a lot of, seeding implications of this game, but Southeast Polk, you got to give them credit for coming back on that drive, guys. They made a couple plays, the pass plays, the Holden's having a really good second half. Where you said he has 4 touchdowns in this game. He's playing a really good game, especially in the second half.
Yeah, he's impressed me, and even without Zelenovich, he's thrown the ball really well and has moved around the pocket, giving his guys opportunities. And that offensive line has done a great job of keeping him clean in that pocket. He hasn't been hit too many times, and outstanding.
On that touchdown that they just scored, Drew Thompson from 6 yards, he scored one, the very first one of the game, from 4 yards on the very similar play. I won't say exact, but it scored. So, yeah, Holden Hansen, 4 touchdown passes tonight for the Southeast Polk quarterback. And now we're going to go for 2 out of the timeout. Hansen. And now somebody just moved, and that is Brian Butler.
So does that change your theory here? And now you got to kick it.
They're yelling for the kicker right now. They're gonna kick it. Yep. Here comes the kicker. PAT coming in.
Now you got to.
Because that'll move him back to the 8-yard line as the wide receiver went across the line and actually went into. He was like a count or 2 ahead of what was supposed to happen. So the extra point now by Southeast Polk. The holder is Holden Hansen, the quarterback. As Samer Arafa comes in for the extra point. It'll be
and he missed one earlier.
25-yard extra point to tie it with 14 seconds remaining. Ball's down.
They block
almost got blocked. It hits the upright.
It
hits the upright, and it's no good. How about that? And the Maroons had tremendous pressure there, Matt. We'll see.
I thought it was blocked.
We'll see the replay here on CISN. Brian, it hits the upright.
How'd that ball get through there?
I thought it was going to be blocked, guys, because the Maroons did have pressure. And as I watched the ball and it hit the upright, the Dowling sideline was elated, and about 5 players from Southeast Polk just fell to the ground.
Brian, there were 4 Maroons right over the ball. I mean, the ball had to almost touch one of their hands. And we can't pick up the replay on CISN, so we'll keep it here. 14 seconds remaining. Dowling by 1, and Southeast Polk with the potential onside kick.
Yeah, so now you got an onside kick. The game's not over, and so now you got to sit here and get yourself ready to recover the onside kick.
The kick hit the left upright
Yeah.
As they attempted the extra point, which was a 25-yard extra point, and it hits the left upright.
I didn't even look for the ball because I said there's so many Maroons back there. I said there's no way. I just thought it was Aiden Ducharme, I believe, was right through the middle and ball got through.
It's not over yet. Again, timeouts. Southeast Polk out of timeouts. Dowling has one. I say that because the onside kick is upcoming by the Rams. And we'll see how this all plays out. Brian, we've had one heck of a game between these two teams, Dowling and Southeast Polk. Last year it went 3 overtimes. I wasn't going to mention that until I kind of felt safe that we could maybe mention it, but
well, now you can mention it.
Well, I feel a little bit better now, but
something really weird would have to happen.
Again, guys, a really good football game. The second half has been a really fun just back and forth. And again, give Southeast Polk credit. They probably lost their best player early in the first quarter, and they still managed to keep in this game with the Maroons. But the Maroons had resiliency. They blocked that punt. That was a huge turn in this game.
Certainly was. Now, keep in mind, Southeast Polk next week will conclude their regular season as they will play Des Moines Lincoln at Mediacom Stadium next Friday night, I believe. Yeah, next Thursday night. It'll be a Thursday night game. Lincoln and Southeast Polk. Dowling travels to Sioux City North next Friday night. We'll have the game on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Yeah, now the timeout.
And the Maroons take a timeout. So let's get some of our mentions in. We want to thank our sponsors on Iowa Catholic Radio. And the folks on CISN, we thank them and their sponsors. Pete Tarpey and that whole group do a great job. You probably saw their ads running throughout the contest here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Folks, if you patronize our sponsors, let them know you heard the game. Tell them how great of a job Matt Maindring and Brian Morris did. I know what they're going to say about me. But Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, our thanks to Bose and the Florist, Construction Professionals, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Mercy One, and Skeffton's Four-Wheel Hair, among many of our supporters all throughout the year. Without them, we wouldn't have Friday Night Football. This is Week 8, Matt, and we've got another tremendous game with two great teams in the top 10. Southeast Polk Rams, 3-time defending state champs, and Brad Zelenovich, and Dowling Catholic. Maroons right now ranked number 1 in Class 5A, but in the power rankings, they're ranked 5th. So, all this will all play out here before the playoffs start.
With Ankeny beating Valley, that helps Dowling
in
the RPI because that's their only loss for Dowling. And so you'll see a big shift if Dowling is able to hold on here as they bounce forward, and Valley will drop.
Valley will falls to 6-2. The Ankeny Hawks now 4-4 on the season. Going into the last week. Here's the onside kick, and it's picked up by the Rams at the 45-yard line.
He's got it.
Yeah, nice job that time by Samer Arafa. The kicker picked it up.
The kicker picks it up, and so we're not done yet.
Oh, we're not. So it'll be Southeast Polk football at the Dowling 48. Arafa did a great job timing that.
Kicked it to himself.
He did.
Kicked it to himself.
And
that's great.
How about
that's
that?
something else.
How about that, Brian Morris?
Yeah, I mean, I had a great angle at it. The kid, he whatever angle or whatever spin he had on the ball, it popped right up to him. I don't know. I'm thinking Dowling maybe was caught off guard a little bit by the kicker kicking it to himself.
Well, I think you left one. Sometimes you leave the quarterback unaccounted for on defense. Well, I think they left the kicker unaccounted for on this special teams play.
Well, now you got a couple shots at the end zone here, and even to get in field goal range, which you probably don't want to gamble on that again. But now you've got.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
All right, first down, Southeast Polk to Dowling 48. Back to throw is Holden Hansen. He's going to air it in the end zone, and incomplete over the Dowling safety and almost into the hands of the Ram receiver.
Yeah.
But incomplete with 5 seconds remaining.
That was almost from the hands, like as you said. I don't know if that was Scow back there or was it?
That was Caden Hills, the intended receiver, and Dowling had 4 defenders back there, led by Scow, yes.
Right through his hands and almost into the hands of the Southeast Polk offensive receiver.
Second and a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Second down and a Hail Mary coming up.
There we go.
Let's see, the Maroons will rush 3, it looks like. Linebackers are back. We'll see if they come. Yep, they're going to go back. This is the game on the line. Dowling by 1. Again, Hansen's thrown into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Nobody gets it. And Dowling's going to come away with the victory, but it wasn't easy.
Holy cow.
35-34 final. Dowling defeats Southeast Polk. First time stopping a 4-game losing streak to the Rams. And congratulations to head coach Tom Wilson on senior night as the Maroons knock off the 3-time defending state champs, Southeast Polk Rams. 35-34 the final.
How many things can we have happen in a year? I mean, this is these games going back and forth.
Matt, the year's not over yet.
Yeah, I know. This is just amazing, the effort of these kids on both sides of the football they did tonight, and just an outstanding job by both teams. And
all right. Well, we're going to let everybody kind of decompress a little bit. We're going to take a 2-minute break on our network lines, Iowa Catholic Radio Network and CISN, the Central Iowa Sports Network. Alongside Matt Mandring, I'm Mark Amadale. Brian Morris, we're going to have interviews from Brian on the, later here in the postgame show. The final, Dowling 35, Southeast Polk 34. The Maroons go to 7-1 on the year. And the Southeast Polk Rams even their record at 4-4. And we'll come back with our postgame show on the field following this 2-minute break on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
All right, welcome back to Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Class 5A District Football. Final score, Dowling Catholic 35, Southeast Polk 34. What a game we had here at Valley Stadium on Dowling Senior Night. Mark Amadale alongside Matt Maynard here in the press box. And we're going to Brian Morris here momentarily with some post-game interviews. And one of the guys we're going to talk to is the offensive lineman and defensive lineman. That's Carter Smith. He's the only senior on that offensive line. And, Brian, you're going to have a lot of his teammates, a lot of fellow linemen around you with him. So take it away with Dowling senior Carter Smith.
I'm down here with the offensive linemen, and to be honest, guys, they smell. But talk to me about senior night for you, a big win. Tell me about being the senior on this offensive line, kind of leadership you're giving these young guys.
I definitely try to give them learning advice. I am the only one returning, and I just try to guide them along. And I didn't really care about senior night. I care about getting the win and just getting a win with my boys.
Talk about the offense tonight. I thought it was in pretty good rhythm, the scheme you guys had. Up front, what were you seeing?
I thought we were just more physical than them. I think we were tougher than them, and that showed. I thought we were pushing them off the ball, and we were just getting after them all night.
You guys got one more regular season game, then you get in the playoffs. What's going to be the mentality going into this week?
1 week at a time. We can't look forward or behind. We just got to take it one game at a time and to reach that ultimate goal, which is a state championship.
So, Carter, again, senior night, you're walking across the field with your family. Just maybe what's the emotion with that?
I guess it's a little sad, but, again, my mentality was getting this win. I wanted to beat Polk. We haven't beat them in a long time, and I was just happy we could get a win.
Since 2005. Mark and Matt?
This is Coach Maynard, Carter. Congratulations on the win. And talk about the second half. You started to run the ball a lot better in the second half. What adjustments did you make at halftime?
I think our coaches got the idea across that we just need to be more physical. I mean, we've worked for it all offseason. We're well-conditioned, and I think that showed. We just got after them and beat them.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, Carter, you're one of the captains. And what side of the ball do you like the best, the offense or the defense? Now, forget about Coach Pollock and who else is down there? Case and Coach Shelton. Don't forget about them. What do you like playing? Do you like to tackle, or do you like to lead the way for the Dowling running game?
Defense.
I knew that'd get a. Hey, talk about your coaches, because you have two sets of coaches. You have the offensive coaches and Coach Shelton and Pollock, but on the defensive side, some guy named Coach Perriott and Coach Fontana who they're kind of laid back, aren't they?
Yeah, but all four of our coaches are great. I mean, they push us every day to be better, and we just get after it every day, and they give us great advice, and they're a reason we're this good. They help us every day.
Hey, Carter, I'm going to leave you with this. You're part of the Renzo family, and I know you want to give a shout-out to a few of them, but congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, Carter Smith joined us here on the postgame show with Brian Morris. I don't know if Brian's ever going to get out of that.
I don't think so either.
You know, he's got to go to a second interview here in a moment.
He's going to have to wash his clothes.
But, Matt, we got a couple scores we can pass along while Brian gets the second interview set. Thanks to Carter Smith.
We got a couple scores. Ankeny did defeat Valley in overtime.
10 to 7.
13 to 10.
Sorry.
And Ankeny Centennial wins over Waukee Northwest, and Johnson cruises by Urbandale. And the last score I had out of Iowa City and Linn-Mar was that score was tied yet. And so a lot of playoff implications here. Here we go.
All right, let's go down to Brian Morris. He has another Dowling senior, and that's Will Barretto, the Dowling free safety. Brian?
Again, Will, you had that block punt, but I saw you come out after the punt right before that. You said you just missed it by inches. So did you make any adjustments, or did you do the same thing?
No, I kind of just did the same thing. Well, my coaches, when I came over the sideline after I barely missed the first one, they told me to go a little lower. So that second one, I reached a little lower, and we got it.
That was a huge turning point in this game. Again, Southeast Polk got some momentum in that second half, and their quarterback, I thought, played pretty well in that second half, but that block punt really shifted the momentum back to the Maroons.
Yeah, it was huge. I think I struggled a little bit. I gave up that touchdown the drive before, and I just needed that to get back in it and get the momentum back going our way.
Being a senior, what did it mean getting a win on senior night here?
Oh, it was huge. We haven't beat Polk in a long time, and it felt really good to beat them for the first time in my career, so it felt good.
Mark or Matt?
This is Mr. Maynard. It was great to watch and see you make those plays on special teams, and to have that be that game-changing event, especially after were you motivated by that touchdown prior? You talked about that. You had that momentum that you wanted to turn the tide here.
Yeah, I know I just messed that play up, and I needed to get the momentum back for my team because I knew I lost it for a second. So we just won that, and I knew I had to block it, and we got there.
Well, it's been quite the year watching you guys and the defense grow. I know you've had some ups and downs, but a learning process. So talk about some of the highlights that you've been challenged with, and also some of the things that go on in practice that maybe our listeners would be interested in.
I think we've just struggled finishing or playing a full game, We just have to come out here and play 4 good quarters of football. I think we struggled in the first quarter and a little bit towards the end of the game, and I think once we start to figure that out, I don't think there's really anyone that can beat us.
Well, Will, we congratulate you on the win. It's always nice to knock off the defending state champs, and good luck in your game up in Sioux City, and stay healthy as the playoffs are upon us.
All right, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Congrats, Will.
Will Barretto, Dowling Catholic senior, and visiting with him on senior night as Dowling wins it over Southeast Polk by the score of 35-34. Mark Amadale, Matt Maindring, and Brian Morris waiting for head coach Tom Wilson, who might be part of the media group going on, and we'll catch up with Tom and when he is ready. But we mentioned some of the scores tonight. A lot of great games that went down to the wire. Overtime up in Ankeny with Valley and Ankeny, and the Hawks defeating Valley to even their record at 4-4. Southeast Polk record drops to 4-4. Dowling improves to 7-1, and they were the number 5 seed on the RPI this week, and they move up, and will probably move up next week. And the Maroons close out their season next Friday night. We'll be up in Sioux City. It'll be Dowling and Sioux City North. We'll be on the air right around 6:30 with kickoff expected at 7 o'clock. There'll be a freshman game ahead of that. And for the Southeast Polk Rams, they play Thursday night at MediaCom Stadium. They'll take on Des Moines Lincoln on a road game there. And, Matt, you got to look at some
We get some stats. Yeah, we'll look at some of the numbers here while we're waiting. No, we're not waiting any longer.
We better get with Coach if we got him. All right, Brian Morris says head coach Tom Wilson on the Dowling sideline. Brian?
Just another game, Central Iowa, great football game tonight. Offense played really well, and again, the defense held at the end at least to get the victory.
Yeah, but offensively, we had the ball at midfield with a touchdown lead and a chance to at least think you can put the ball game away, and we didn't do it. And then we have the bad snap or bad 2 snaps, and honestly, the effort by Connor Larson to just advance the ball are probably the 2 plays of the game.
No, you're exactly right. We talked about that. It's probably a 40-yard difference, but again, senior night for all these players. Again, get the victory. Southeast Polk, you haven't beat Southeast Polk since, I think, 2015. Talk about a little bit just the senior night.
Now, can we mention we didn't play them a lot?
No, we have. Yeah.
That's true. It's a great win for our kids. Great, very happy. If you'd told me in the middle of June that this team was going to be 7-1, I'd have thought you're crazy. And so, really proud of our kids. The exciting thing is we can get better, and you're going to have to get better because here before long it's win or go home, and we're going to have to eliminate a lot of these mistakes. But we've beaten some good football teams, and really proud of that, and we just have to keep moving forward.
Mark, Matt?
Coach, I just keep being impressed by this team and how they look at moments like they're going to fall off the edge, and then all of a sudden they bring it together and finish ball games. And that maturation has been something to watch.
They've done a good job. I mean, you make some adjustments, and the kids, go with it and making some plays. And there's some kids making some plays tonight. Jack Barrett catches a big touchdown pass, and Jack's important to us. He just hasn't, caught as many balls as some of the other receivers. But kids have stepped up, and kids have matured and grown. And we're in week 8, and the freshman that's starting isn't a freshman anymore, and the 2 sophomores that are starting can't play like sophomores anymore. So we have to keep getting better.
Well, Coach, we talk a lot about, and especially in the pregame, of taking away something on the other team. Well, both teams seem to take away the running game, but you certainly found it later. But you were really scheming towards the sideline, getting your receivers out in maybe one-on-one coverage, and that worked. Then all of a sudden, Rashad goes for 67 yards, and then the running game's back.
Yeah, and Shad had to fight for those yards tonight, and we were playing some games, and it's always a chess match, and we were just trying to get some people isolated. They were mixing up zone and man, and we have numbers, and you can do things, but then when they go man to man, you've got to get some rub routes and things like that to try to free people up.
Coach Wilson, thanks for joining us. We look forward to the trip to Sioux City next week with you, and congratulations on the win tonight.
All right, thank you.
And the one thing I'd like to say, everybody buy their paper tomorrow. There is a great article about Coach Wilson in the Des Moines Register. I've read it online, and Coach, congratulations, because you have done such a great job with this program at Dowling Catholic.
Thank you. Just blessed to be the head coach here.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, very well said, Brian Morris, and that's Brian Morris with head coach Tom Wilson of Dowling Catholic. The Maroons win it tonight, 35-34. That'll wrap up our broadcast on the CISN side. Our thanks to Pete Tarpey and the CISN webcasting team, including Aaron Bandy, our producer, Kobe Gaines, and Reese Webb, our video photographers. We appreciate them running the cameras tonight. Final score, Dowling 35, Southeast Polk 34, Class 5A District Football. The Rams record falls to 4-4. Dowling improves to 7-1. For Matt Mandring, I'm Mark Emmerdale, and for Brian Morris, thanks to Bonnie Bronson, our halftime guest, talking the Dowling Pancake Breakfast. And that'll do it tonight here on CISN.